2 मिनेटको समय बाँकी छ है, 2 मिनेटको समय बाँकी छ म्याच स्टार्ट हुन। र हामीलाई बाइकजी है, बाइकजीले हामीलाई रोज पठाउनु भएको छ हाम्रो टिकटक लाइभमा। र अब म्याच स्टार्ट हुने क्रममा सुरुवाती ओभरको बोलिङ आक्रमणमा हामी फैजल देख्न सक्छौँ। र फैजल आएका छन् यहाँ सुरुवाती ओभरको बोलिङ आक्रमणमा। र पहिलो बल हेरौँ, कुशल बुर्तेल सदाझै आसिफ शेख र कुशल बुर्तेलको जोडी पक्कै पनि उपरो ब्याट्सम्यानको रूपमा हामी क्रिजमा देख्न सक्छौँ। र यहाँनिर अब भने स्कोर कार्डतर्फ पनि म लान चाहन्छु। आज भने हामी फेस देखाएर नै भनौँ न लाइभ गर्नेछौँ, यानि कि यो कमेन्ट्री गर्नेछौँ। तपाईँहरू सबैजनालाई मैले जानकारी पनि गराउन चाहे। र अन्ततः हामीले यहाँ स्कोर कार्ड तपाईँले हेर्न सक्नुहुन्छ। आज अलिकति स्कोर कार्ड अलिकति नबुझिएला, तर तपाईँले राम्ररी भनौँ न हेर्नुभयो भने चाहिँ बुझिन्छ है। बुर्तेलको यो फेरि पनि डट बल नै रह्यो, लगातार 2 बल डट बलको सामना गर्दै स्ट्राइकमा रहेका बुर्तेल। र स्कोरहरू अपडेट हुँदैछ र स्क्रिनमा तपाईँले देखिसक्नु भएको छ। लगातार 2 बल डट बलको सामना गरेको तपाईँले देखिसक्नु भएको छ भने स्कोरहरू अपडेट हुँदैछ है त। स्कोर अपडेट भइसकेको छ भने
probably about 2 years ago, he's seen as the most informed cricketer in the associate game. First runs of the night will belong to Kusha Bhuttel. It's the single. For Nepal, a return to T20 World Cup. They didn't have to wait as long as they did for their second appearance. 10 years, a decade of hurts, and this time just 2 years back-to-back appearances. And probably, despite some of the chaos and the drama and the cardiac kids, or the cardiac kings as I've seen them referred to a little bit of late, they deserve their place.
Absolutely, they've played very good cricket in this tournament. They've played well against West Indies, beating West Indies 2-1 in the bilateral series last month.
Well, it's probably the most un-Nepali way possible that they could have qualified or confirmed their qualification today. They weren't like even on the park, that's why there was no drama. The wide one is attempted to be driven through the covers, no contact made, wide given. And yeah, just you couldn't ride it, could you? Nepal, you'd think that given what we've seen before this afternoon's game, all 5 prior Super 6 matches have gone to the final over with a variety of between 9 runs and 12 runs required. Nepal somehow came out the right side in 2 of them.
Talking about the game against Qatar, they're on the back foot in the first 10 overs.
Nicely worked with the leg side. That shows how good this pitch is. It's just pinged off the bat, hasn't it? Correct myself, Jatinder Singh and Sukhi in the mood with standby players at T20 World Cup last year, so if you want to kind of be really clinical about it, it's just Shakil Ahmed who's been retained. So that's it. Crazy. Let's call it in essence a time to qualify for back-to-back World Cups. Well, my hat is docked to you, Mr. League Member, sir. Outstanding job.
The trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end for someone with such batting skills. This one goes down as a fail. First ball for the batter, coming in.
I thought that was faster, but a fantastic dive to cut it off. Shot hits the infield.
That showed great skill. Lovely timing. The boundary was the only place that ball was headed.
End of the over. 5 runs coming from it. The ball 15 for 1.
हुन्छ लगभग 2300 भन्दा बढी साथीहरू लाइक गर्नुहोला 2000 लाइकबाट नजिक नजिक रहेछौँ लाइक गर्दै च्यानल सब्सक्राइब पनि गर्नु होला बाँकी छ पावर प्लेमा 5वटा ओभर खेलमा पनि 19 ओभर बाँकी छ साथभरि दिनु होला सपोर्टभरि गर्नु होला र फेरि पनि मैले रहेका छन् र आज हेरौँ कति रन निकाल्ने छन् कि कस्तो रन निकाल
Here's the confirmation. If you are just tuning in, you're welcome along to this evening's coverage under the beautiful floodlights. Oman and Nepal are off to the World Cup, no matter what happens over the course of their final 2 matches in the Super 6 stages. That third place in the table, Paresh, well, it's incredibly opaque. Any of the 4 of the side could actually qualify still, although you'd have to think because of that net run rate that the UAE will have a big advantage, and they could even lose their last game and qualify. But one thing is for certain, if they beat Japan tomorrow afternoon, which will be our next game here in Muscat, they will take the third and final spots, and they'll just be playing for pride for the final 3 matches. Shakil Ahmed opens the bowling. He has had the most prolific 2 years you can.
Excellent result, 6 more. That's just silly. The power of that shot is incredible. That's the sort of shot you want to see in a cricket match. Did they go full? Did they go short? A lot to ponder this delivery after the boundary.
They often can bowl all 3 on the bounce, can't he? Nicely played. Finds the gap, but there was probably half a stop from the backward point fielder. We'll keep it to just a couple. You look at his numbers since he started, particularly in ODI cricket, where they're frankly ludicrous, aren't they? I know he's only played 58 ODIs. He's averaging 11. He's taken 39 wickets in 15 games, and T20I is very good too. Economy rate hovering around to run the ball, and he's got 33 wickets to his name. Doesn't win bowling appearances. That's pumped over mid-on. Gets enough of it. Mohamed Nadeem was interested at first. Might still be. No, it'll get to the rope. And the first boundary is greeted by raucous cheers from what feels to be a predominantly Nepali crowd, even though we're on Omani soil.
Yes, they have come out in numbers here. Nepali supporters, big support for Nepal cricket, not only in Oman, not only at home, around the world.
These celebrations all the way around Nepal. Just want to give a quick shout out to a couple I met with their beautiful young baby girl who flew over this morning from Kathmandu. Also met a couple of fans who from Qatar. One couple that was driven from Abu Dhabi today. It was amazing how it was bringing supporters from all across the GoFan Premier Field to here in Sultan of Oman. 2 overs have been bowled. It's 5 for 0.
त्यो के काम छ त्यहाँ तपाईँको
छैन हिँडिराख
अथवा उठेर मरिदिएर छैन उठेर कागती मुन्छ दिन्छ बुझिदिनु ल त्यो बेच्छु तपाईँको लाग्छ
Probably
त्यो
just
थुप्रो
hearing
समय लाग्छ त्यसमा
horns and cheering behind us. Many who will remember the game 2 years ago.
कतिजना
It was then just
गरिदियो
Asia qualifier. Obviously, the 2 regions have come together. Asia and East Asia Pacific have been joined together to decide the 3 spots between the 2 regions. This is a cool shot. This seems to change a bit here when the floodlights kick in. The conditions always are a bit different to what we've seen earlier in the day.
The ball tends to skid under floodlights here in the Oman Cricket Academy. Decent start from Nepal, 10 for no loss in the third over. Good job.
got it in short and surprised them. They'll be happy only one of those is allowed.
Couldn't get it through the field. Bowling the slips have really gone up here. They like it. Off the middle of the bat.
Fantastic shot. Gets forward, head over the ball, and smashes that one away.
Minhas, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Onto the front foot, super shot, hit ball.
Well bowled, but that's another super shot. Onto the front foot, sent it the full face of the bat, got it into the gap, all the way to the right.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now, would have to be very
Mommy.
that last
के हो
हेर्नु न
त्यो जान्छ भरिभरि जान्छ
तपाईँको नि दादा ऊ त्यो गाह्रो भयो
अँ
अझ तताउने फेरि पनि
अन्त यहाँ त होटोबाट तताएर गर्नु
यस्तो
पसिना
गर्नु क्या
फुल लाग्यो क्या
त्यही त पसिना गयो भने राम्रो म त्यो अघि त्यही भनेर बसेको ठक्क भयो मेरो त।
गेस्टी हो कि
क्या गर्छु
त्यसलाई
यहाँ?
चिसो गराइदिएन यस्तै कि भुइँमा यस्तोमा अडेस लाएर बस्छ नाङ्गा बसेको चिसो त खालि चिसो भएको
That's just a textbook six. Timed well, under the ball, and it flew to the boundary. Awesome power.
I'd like to see them just aim for the top of off now, and the bowler got to make them play on the turn.
Left alone, it's easily through to the keeper. Can't get that outside line field. The over, very nicely bowled, but not much opportunity to score runs there. The captain can now put five fielders outside the circle.
Minhas, the left arm orthodox bowler, from the north end. Swept away, but finds the fielder.
As on the side of bowling, slightly clever, tips it away.
Tried something a bit different last year. The captain shouldn't mind that too much. If they get it right, might get that with them. Glanced away nicely, but fine shot from the left. Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. Edged it. Straight to the fielder. Go for it. It's high in the air. Fielder coming around, but it looks like we'll carry. A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Nice and fielded out deep on the boundary. End of the over. 6 runs coming from it. 1 for 2. Right armour is coming on to bowl from the north edge. Whack! Kick the bone down of that. Going for a maximum. Lovely shot. Gets on the drive and powers that one over the boundary. Wonderful timing. Yeah, it can be very disheartening seeing good delivery smacked around. Sometimes though, you've got to accept it and move on. Amar with a massive shout. Power and precision in that shot. Picks a short ball early. Not the best delivery, but a great shot to put it away. Don't need to do anything special. One take at the team. Playing shot, straight gullet. Oh, that's beautifully struck right down the guts and all the way.
Too much width, really. They're only asking for that to be hammered into the stands, and that is exactly what's happened.
Don't always mind getting hit in the run. What's important, focus on getting the next delivery right. Massive outside edge. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Wow, that's missed a lot. Over the ball, 3 for 2.
They've got busy working the ball around and putting boundaries in between. It's a good setup for a strong finish.
Where Khan finds points on the run. And gone, brilliant catch. And that's gone, amazing catch.
At long last, they have the wicket. Could so easily have been a game-changing innings. All the same, it's been fabulous to watch.
And with that wicket, we'll see a change out in the middle. Task here will be that of support getting themselves settled into their innings. Brilliant driving stop. Moving on the onside, straight to the wicket. Big edge. That's the over. The ball, 5 for 3. Finhas coming back on here. They've been bowling really well so far. They drive mid-off to cut that one off. Costa starts at a flick of the wrist. Wide square leg. Could be four.
They didn't time that at all, but managed to get it away from the boundary.
छैन नेपाललाई पावर प्लेको अन्तिम पश्चात भने नेपालका पक्कै पनि आसिफ शेख र कुशल बोर्तेल यो दुई ब्याट्सम्यान एक एक रन निकाल्दै तर स्कोर कार्डलाई चाहिँ चलाइमात बढाउँदैछन् टप बल खेलेका छैनन् 5000 भन्दा बढी साथीहरू प्लिज लाइक गर्नुहोस् है त सबैजनाले च्यानललाई सब्स्क्राइब पनि गर्दै जोडिनुहोस् लाइक गर्नु भएको छैन भने लाइक पनि गर्दै जोडिनु होला है त सबैजनाले लाइक गर्दै च्यानललाई सब्स्क्राइब गर्दै जोडिनुहोस् म अबुधाबीबाट हेर्दैछु है सर भन्नुभएको छ र स्वागत छ तपाईँलाई पनि अबुधाबीबाट
Good afternoon to you all. It's an absolute scorcher here today at the Great Barrier Reef Arena. Join us for this T20 match between Nepal and the... I'm Adam Gilchrist, and with me in commentary today is Michael Atherton, Mel Jones, and the one and only Ali Mitchell.
Thanks for the fabulous introduction. We're just about ready to get underway.
Thanks, Ali. Let's now head out to the middle. Join
Yeah.
the captains for the toss.
Live हो Hả?
Oh.
Good afternoon to you all. It's an absolute scorcher here today at the Great Barrier Reef Arena. Join us for this T20 match between Nepal and Oman. I'm Adam
Satu ni
Gilchrist,
bisa
and
dapat.
commentary today.
बल हेरौँ 8 ओभरको खेलको सुरुवात हुने क्रममा स्ट्राइकबाट बोर्तेल 8 ओभरको सुरुवाती बलको सामना गर्ने क्रममा कुशल बोर्तेल तयारी अवस्थामा छन् यो बलमा पनि 1 रन नेपाललाई मात्र 1 रन आएको छ पावर प्लेको अन्तिम पश्चात भने नेपाली टिम पक्कै पनि र सबैजनालाई फेरि पनि स्वागत गर्न चाहन्छु हाम्रो
Good afternoon to you all. It's an absolute...
नेपालका लागि लगातार दुई सिंगल रनहरू हामी देख्न पाउँछौँ आसिफ शेखको विकेट रहेको थियो यो तेस्रो बलबाट आउट भएका छन् आसिफ शेख पहिलो विकेट गुमायो बोल्ड भएका हुन् आसिफ पहिलो विकेटको छ नेपाललाई र ह्याशट्याग आसिफ लेख्नु होला आसिफले आज राम्रो पार्टनरशिप बनाए है त 8 ओभरसम्म टिक्न सफल भए समग्रमा 7 ओभरसम्म चाहिँ राम्रै टिके उनले हैन स्क्रिनमा तपाईँ देख्न सक्नुहुन्छ नेपालको तर्फबाट आसिफ शेखले 20 बलमा 24 रन दुईवटा चौका लगाए 120 को स्ट्राइक रेट राखेका थिए र आउट भएका छन् र आसिफ शेख र तपाईँ कुरा गर्नुहुन्छ भने यतापट्टि आसिफ शेख र भुर्तेलको तर्फबाट कुरा गर्नुहुन्छ भने आजको खेलमा निकै राम्रो पार्टनरशिप 61 रनको पार्टनरशिप 45 बलमा ह्याशट्याग आसिफ लेख्नु होला सबैजनाले आसिफको यो राम्रो पार्टनरशिपको लागि बाँकी छ 3 वटा बल यस ओभरमा लाइक गर्न नभुल्नु होला स्ट्रिमिङलाई च्यानललाई सब्स्क्राइब पनि गर्दै जोडिनुहोस् धेरै साथीहरू लाइभ स्कोर र कमेन्ट्रीमा यति बेला हामीसँग जोडिरहनु भएको छ पुनः स्वागत गर्न चाहन्छु भिडियो देखिँदैन है त स्कोर र कमेन्ट्री मात्र हो अडियो कमेन्ट्री लाइभ स्कोर र कमेन्ट्री मात्र हो र सबैजनालाई धन्यवाद पनि दिन चाहन्छु फेरि पनि पुनः एकपटक स्कोर र कमेन्ट्रीमा यति बेला साथ दिँदै हुनुहुन्छ सबैजनालाई पुनः स्वागत पनि गर्न चाहन्छु धेरै साथीहरू लाइभ स्कोर र कमेन्ट्रीमा यति बेला जोडिदिए हुनुहुन्छ कुन ठाउँबाट जोडिनु भएको छ भर्खरै विकेट गएसँगै क्याप्टेन रोहित कुमार पौडेल आएका छन् र क्याप्टेन रोहितले यस अगाडिको खेलमा राम्रो खेल प्रदर्शन गर्न सफल भएका थिए नेपालको तर्फबाट क्याप्टेन रोहित कुमार पौडेलले यस अगाडि कतार विरुद्ध हैन राम्रै खेल खेल्न सफल भएका थिए क्याप्टेनले र सबैजनालाई फेरि पनि पुनः स्वागत गर्न चाहन्छु कतार विरुद्धको खेलको कुरा गर्ने हो भने क्याप्टेन रोहित कुमार पौडेलले 58 रन बनाएका थिए 41 बलमा ओभरको यो चौथो बल व्यक्तिगत पहिलो बल भएको थियो क्याप्टेन रोहितबाट यो बललाई क्विक एक रन लिँदै स्ट्राइक रोटेट गरेका छन् भुर्तेल जानेछन् अब स्ट्राइकमा सिंगल रन 62 रन एक विकेटमा नेपालको स्कोर र फेरि पनि स्वागत छ स्विमिङलाई लाइक गर्न नभुल्नुहोस् च्यानललाई सब्स्क्राइब गर्नु भएको छैन भने सब्स्क्राइब पनि गर्दै जोडिनु होला सबैजनालाई पुनः स्वागत पनि गर्न चाहन्छु ओभरको पाँचौं बल हातमा लिएर प्रहार गर्ने क्रममा फेरि पनि सिंगल रन भुर्तेलबाट सिंगल रन लिँदै स्ट्राइक रोटेट गरियो क्याप्टेनलाई स्ट्राइक दिन सफल भएका हुन् भुर्तेलले र यस सिंगल रनसँगै र यससँगै स्कोर देख्न सक्नुहुन्छ तपाईँले 63 रन एक विकेटमा र यहाँ स्कोर थोरै म मिलाउँछु है त र सबैजनालाई पुनः स्वागत पनि गर्न चाहन्छु स्विमिङमा अन्तिम बलमा ओके भयो क्याप्टेन बोल्ड एउटा ओभरमा दुईवटा विकेट गुमायो नेपाल निकै दबावमा रहन्छ अब मैले थोरै मिलाउँदै थिएँ राम्ररी हेरिरहेको थिइनँ तर फेरि पनि अर्को विकेट नेपालले अर्को विकेट गुमायो फेरि पनि र यो डु एन्ड टाईको स्थितिको खेलमा यदि नेपालले उपाधि चुम्ने हो भने यो वर्ल्ड कपमा एसिया छनौट तर्फबाट वर्ल्ड कप क्वालिफायरमा एसिया छनौटबाट टप 1 मा रहँदै अर्थात् च्याम्पियन बन्दै यदि यो टुर्नामेन्टलाई सकाउने हो भने यो वर्ल्ड
Should have been sent at number 4 to counter attack the left arm orthodox. Shakil Ahmed a bit expensive today. Kushan Bhurtel had a good liking. Easily done by Bhurtel down the ground. The singer is looking for the second.
This always happens, Paresh. Whenever I name a few places, I get a message. Well, sir, you haven't said Thiratham or Sulakumba or Dulpa or Mugu or Makwinpur. I can't name all 77 on air, I'm sorry. I will try to get a mention in for everyone. Shows how many people are watching all around the world. If you do want to get in touch, use that hashtag T20 World Cup and we will try and read out your messages. Any questions for Paresh? His last night with us. Won't be with us the last 2 nights as there's only 2 games each day. You can get those directly to me at Cricket Badge and we'll read those questions out. Where we have an opportunity. Being bowled, 67 for 2. Well, he is rapid, Paresh. What do you got home?
Like, share, please. Come on, boy.
अब होटल बुकिङ पनि सेवाबाट
यति कार्पेट किन्दा कार्पेटको पछाडि यतिको लोगो हेर्न नबिर्सनुहोला। यति कार्पेट, कार्पेटको शहंशाह। The captain of Oman, always been a good fielder. That's why he's in that important position there.
And left.
Coming and bowl his third now. Oh, that's beautifully bowled. It's gone. And Nadeem Khan is on fire. He's changing this game. He's swinging it the way of the hosts. The promotion of Irie up the order to number 5 doesn't work. It is number 4. He was in. He's gone now. And Irie, well, he has to take the long walk back. This was plumb. Trapped LBW right in front.
Excellent bowling by Nadeem Khan. Slightly slow through the air. Misses it completely. There was a hint of a turn. That is why Dipendra Singh Airi was deceived. Plumb in front.
Well, I've liked the look of him ever since I've seen him. He's got a classical action. Nepal, after such a good start, have got themselves in a horrible tangle. It's an Nadeem Khan inspired comeback. How well has he bowled? He's got 3 for...
नेपाल टपको विकल्प छैन आजको जमानाको भरपर्दो पाइ नेपाल टप सब ठिकठाक लक्ष्य अनेक एनर्जी 8 एनर्जी भरेकै रेड बुल
Lalu itu pernah hari? Hah? Itu kan gitu.
यति कार्पेट किन्दा कार्पेटको पछाडि यतिको लोगो हेर्न नबिर्सनुहोला। यति कार्पेट, कार्पेटको शहंशाह। 100% प्योर सनफ्लावरबाट बनेको धारा हेल्थ रिफाइन्ड सनफ्लावर ओइल। यति कार्पेट किन्दा कार्पेटको पछाडि यतिको लोगो हेर्न नबिर्सनुहोला। यति कार्पेट, कार्पेटको शहंशाह।
Game.
Now it is Mala. Feels like a big night for the young man. Under a bit of pressure. I think the team and in general all support staff do very well to ignore the noise, don't they, on social media? It's the biggest benefit that the team have is the 12th player, but also with all of the additional interest and exposure and fanaticism comes occasionally a little bit of criticism and some nonsense. On more than one occasion, we spoke about Gulshan Jazz vilification after Nepal came up just short by 1 run, completely unfairly. We'll always be on the record of saying that. And right now, it's Kushal Malla who's feeling the ire of the Nepal fans, and a few posts pointing out his lack of runs. He's got a really poor record, particularly at this ground. Don't know what it is about Muscat. Maybe they're not the biggest boundaries in the world, but certainly very fair boundaries all the way around. The pitches often can be conducive to spin, so it can be tricky to score on at points. But tonight feels like a big night for him. He's got that ODI century, of course, against Oman. Came in the ACC Premier at the TU ground. Can he reward the faith that Stuart Law and all of the coaching staff, Guy Nandramala, Nick Pothas et al., have shown in him?
He's shown confidence in today's innings. Came out, run the ball 2 runs for him. Just played straight.
saw a big change in him last year when he was given the captaincy. There's 8 players selected as the sort of the marquee players who were given the honour of captaining one of the MPL franchises. He certainly took like that to a duck to water. 10 bowled, 73 for 3.
Laksha Anek, Energy 8. Energy भनेकै Red Bull.
MIT, an internationally recognized degree, Bagbazar, Kathmandu.
English Premier League को प्रत्यक्ष प्रसारण केवल कान्तिपुर मैक्स HD र कान्तिपुर मैक्स को एपमा हेर्न नछुटाउनुहोला.
Spinner who has had the most phenomenal 2 years. He debuted back in 2023. Came to international cricket quite late in his career. He's rarely been wicketless. This evening, Bertel in particular has played him very nicely. But what does Mala do? Is Mala going to have a go against him knowing it's his final over, or is he happy to just help rebuild this 4th wicket partnership?
Whenever he gets in his range, in his zone, he will definitely go for it, Kushal Malla. One glimpse we saw against Qatar, the 6 that he scored. It was a brilliant cotton bolt by the bowler when he tried to play an aggressive shot against the left arm.
A bit unlucky in that last game, wasn't he? What a catch. That was. But he'd just been given a life. He's given a life, then he kind of hit one in fury down the ground for 6, which is the area that he loves, long on to sort of cow corner region or deep mid wicket. What's his approach going to be here? Happy just to work it around for a few singles. We spoke earlier in his career, Paresh, didn't we, a lot about trying to get him to count to 10, because tends to be when he gets in against the pace of the surface, because he can hit so incredibly well down the ground, he can get that strike rate moving. Probably, does he hit the biggest ball in the team? Him and Gulshan Jah?
Yes, most probably. Both the left-handers, they can hit the big ball.
Very, very round arm, that one. Good fielding. Won't get the second. It's another thing that Oman have been rejuvenated in. They are still carrying a few slightly older players, Ahmed himself, Mohammed Nadeem and Amir Kaleem, but a bit of youth has come in. Aryan Bisht, alongside Nadeem Khan, young guys, fit guys, very athletic. Vinayak Shukla is a very good keeper. They look much better in the 3rd discipline, perhaps, than they were 2 years ago.
Youngsters coming in for Oman, a good platform, a good program that Oman Cricket has. Beautiful facilities here, Oman Cricket Academy, 2 ovals, side by side.
Landmark, Kushal Malla, that will be his 1000th T20I run. He'll get back with a couple, very well run. He becomes the 5th batter to get to that landmark. Has the 1 century to his name, 4 50s. He'd love to add to that this evening. And of those batters who've got to 1000 T20I runs or more for Nepal, he's got the highest strike rate of the lot. So a nice little landmark for him, despite not having the best tournament.
He would like to have this game as a good one in this tournament.
Oh, there he goes. It is trademark Malla. Doesn't quite get it out of the screws, but he'll pick up 2 more. I just wonder, will Jatinder Singh maybe be tempted not to turn to Amir Kaleem? It'll round out Shakil Ahmed's spell. He's bowled 4 overs, none for 33 for him. It's 80 for 3.
100% pure sunflower butter बनेको Dhara Health Refined Sunflower Oil.
कच्चपको पिरो अब 130 ग्राम 20% एक्स्ट्रा तौलसँगै रुट 50 मा कच्चपको पिरो बब्बाल पिरो छ.
अब होटल बुकिङ पनि सेवाबाट
Sides in the competition. As Nadeem Khan will bowl his 4 on the bounce. Jatinder Singh, well, he's somewhat showing his hand here, and that's only 4 different bowlers used. Where's he going to turn next? You'd imagine Aryan Biss will have to come into the game, but then of course he's got Jitin Kumar Ramanandi as well.
He might well go with the Ramanandi because of the experience that he has. Aryan Biss, an off spinner, can come in next for the left-hander.
Khan's range of delivery speeds with no real change in action, very impressive. That one was much flatter, much quicker. Mala unlucky. Yard either side of Singh, that would have been 4.
That was overpitched, but hit straight to the fielder. Jatinder Singh, the captain of Oman.
There goes Mala. Now, has he got enough of it? I don't think so. And it's taken. The matchup was in Mala's favour, but Khan is having a night to remember. 24 years of age. He is bursting onto the international scene in this tournament. 4 for 20 for him as Mala misses out once more.
This is very good bowling by Nadeem Khan. Just bowling it a bit back of the length. Mala tried to go over the top but couldn't time it. Easy catch for the fielder at long on.
I think it was there to be hit. Just Mala hasn't got the connection he would have wanted. He's gone for 7. 81 for 4 now, Nepal.
नेपाल टपको विकल्प छैन आज मानाको भरपर्दो पाइ नेपाल टप सब ठिकठाक
लक्ष्य अनेक एनर्जी 8 एनर्जी भनेकै रेड बल
बेबे यो चीज बल लगाउँ न
हे यो चीज बल छैन 2 PM चीज बल छ के
यो भन्नुभयो के उहाँले 2 PM
यति कार्पेट किन्दा कार्पेटको पछाडि यतिको लोगो हेर्न नबिर्सिनु होला यति कार्पेटको शहंशाह.
Very bright future, full of confidence from that player of the match performance, that 30 not out that will really hold UAE over the line. Excuse me, hold Oman over the line against UAE in that final over. Chasing a very low total, made 30 not outs, including hitting the match-winning runs. He's thinking of a 5 for now. Adil Alam comes to the crease and this one barely beats the outside edge. Great bowling again.
Very clever Nadeem Khan. Bowling it outside the off stump. Ball wishing and turning.
Khan born in Pakistan, in Mardan, just outside the valley of Peshawar. Slip comes in. What an achievement it would be to get a first 5-wicket haul in international cricket. Not to be, but another great delivery. Outstanding spell. Really impressed with Nadeem Khan. He's got 4 for 20. All 4 wickets to fall belong to that man, but now he's bowled out. It's 81 for 4.
लक्ष्य अनेक एनर्जी 8 एनर्जी भनेकै रेड बल
स्वदेश तथा विदेशमा आर्जन गर्ने शिक्षाको सम्पूर्ण खर्चको जिम्मेवारी लिन्छ आईएमई लाइफ इन्स्योरेन्सले.
आईएमई लाइफ बाल किरण जीवन बीमा योजना.
अब होटल बुकिङ पनि सेवाबाट
यति कार्पेट किन्दा कार्पेटको पछाडि यतिको लोगो हेर्न नबिर्सिनु होला यति कार्पेटको शहंशाह.
Certainly being the pick of the bowlers, full of confidence after that great innings against the UAE that in essence has ended up qualifying Oman for the World Cup. It's been the difference. Imagine they lost that game, how different the table would look right now. It will be Jitin Kumar Ramanandi. It will be full of cutters and slower balls and a big mix of everything. He too has been very effective to be used in this role, which, well, in the modern T20I game, is there a more difficult role than this one? Come on in the 13th or the 14th over and bowl your last 4 on the bounce.
That is what we've seen.
बिस्किटले मुड्छ नि प्लास्टिक.
Prithviraj Maidana used to bowl in that similar manner playing against Chennai Super Kings.
Yeah, I do think it's the most difficult role in T20I cricket. In some ways, bowling your four in the bounce at the top is actually easier despite the fielding restrictions. But he seems to thrive under that pressure, likes bowling at the death. Good call. Bertel was always getting there, and as a consequence, Adil Alam gets home very comfortably. Nothing that either the keeper or the bowler could do there. Singles won't hurt Oman either. For Nepal, the jubilation, the exultation of being qualified for the World Cup, it has to be tempered with the fact that they haven't been at their best in this tournament.
Yes, each and every game they have struggled in the first 10 overs while bowling and even in batting. Thanks to fielding and the bowling after 10 overs.
It's been the fielding for me that's kept them in this tournament, kept them unbeaten. You look at all four matches, the two in the group stages, well, they were in all sorts of bother against Kuwait with the bat. Okay, yes, Kushal Patel played very nicely for his 66, dismissed off the penultimate delivery. But if it wasn't for Gulshan Jazz 20 off 5, it was 3 sixes he hit in 5 deliveries. I'm not sure they would have won that game, even though they bowled very well to restrict Kuwait to 83 all out. Then against Japan, Japan were very well set at 97 for 1 for a 160, 170 total. Adil Alam has a big yahoo at that one, gets nowhere near it. And then, well, we've seen the headlines created by the 2 Super 6 games. I'm not quite sure how they won the one against UAE, defending 140, but then the game against Qatar, I said they should have lost it 9 times out of 10. They probably should have lost it 98 times out of 100. And even Rohit Powdell in the post-match said, I've no idea how he won that match.
Qatar was going really good till the 10th over when Sandeep Lamichhane came into ball. That is the time it all turned.
Yeah, the googly, wasn't it? To the left-hander. This one's flicked into the leg side. Pretty stylishly played. Will just be a single, though, for Mohammad Adil Alam. Lamichhane's brilliance won Nepal that game. It was that simple. But also there needs to be a little asterisk next to it, because Asif Sheikh's glove work, without that, even then they might have come up short.
It all started by Sandeep Lamichhane and back-to-back run-outs, direct hits, Deepen Singh and Mohammad Adil Alam. That changed the course of the game.
It's amazing Oman's journey then has been, well, maybe a little simpler to being unbeaten, but even they have been pressed in 2 or 3 of their 4 matches. It's such a good tournament. It really has. Another marvellous advert, tremendous advert for the associate game, the importance of it. And we have our 18th and 19th qualifiers for the T20 Cup. You're watching them live from here in Muscat with 13 bowled, 86 for 4.
Skyward Appliances. Football, Pirocha. Can't wait, won't wait. Something's done.
अब होटल बुकिङ पनि सेवाबाट
It's funny how certain players of certain grounds they just struggle at, and this is one for Kushal Malla. His highest score in his career here is 35. Now, Amir Kaleem will come in with his left-arm orthodox misfield from Jatinder Singh. Will allow a 50 for Kushal Bertel. It's his second 50 of the competition, a 13th T20I 50 altogether. Well, he's played beautifully. He's lost a few colleagues around him, but he gets to the landmark of 38 deliveries. Well batted.
It's good batting. This is second 50 for Bertel. Started off playing shots against Shakil Ahmed in the power play.
Good running, aggressive running, positive running, but a very good call. That was all thanks to Bertel. Yeah, scores of 66, 21, 28. Just the one failure. That was against Qatar where he made 6. But Bertel at the top. There probably isn't, alongside Mohammad Waseem for the UAE, there probably isn't a more important fulcrum, maybe Jatinder Singh too for Oman. Those kind of players, you need them in good touch. Get you off to a good start in the power play. And then continue outside of it. Very nicely hit through the offside. I think that fielding disc is going to cost Kushal Patel 4. It really slowed down, didn't it? They could hit the white fielding disc after it beat Jatinder Singh. As a consequence, the diving stop keeps it to 2.
Excellent work done there by the fielder at extra cover, deep extra cover.
Right on the money this time, but again, good positive running. Mohamed Nadeem is never going to be able to stop the single there. It's Alishan Sharafu that's on top of the run scoring charts. He's got 239 runs. Kushal Patel's just got into second with this innings, as the wide is signalled down the leg side, and I'm not sure anyone's going to catch the captain of Qatar. He's got 14 wickets at the top of the table. Mirza Mohammad Beg, although Sandeep Lamachani in second, will be eyeing up more magic and mystery and penetration with his leg spin in this evening's contest. Best 2 economy rates in the tournament, Paresh. Might not surprise you. 2 left-arm spinners, both for Oman. Nadeem Khan going at just 4.21 per over. Shakil Ahmed just a little more than that.
Yes, the 2 brilliant bowlers from Oman.
Yeah.
Left-arm orthodox, different style, different variations. Punched down the ground by Patel for a single.
Still no sign of Gulshan Jah for this Nepal side. 14 bowled, runs from every ball in that over. It's 94 for 4.
लक्ष्य अनेक एनर्जी 8 एनर्जी भनेकै रेड बुल
अब होटल बुकिङ पनि सेवाबाट
पञ्चकन्या एसएस ट्याग 10 वर्षदेखि गुणस्तरीय सेवामा समर्पित which is well over
हे यो युज बल छैन युपिएम युज बल छ के
त्यो जित्दाखेरि चाहिँ विश्वकप पुग्थ्यो भन्ने अलिकति एक्साइटेड थियो त्यो चाहिँ हुन पाएन हामीले
From bowling with Shakil Ahmed, there clearly is some inspiration and some significant learnings from his more elder left-arm spinner, as Ramanandi will continue. You look at the leading levels of the associate game as they dash a single. Left-arm spin is vital. It's almost a cheat code, particularly in Cricket World Cup League 2.
Countries playing the League 2, that 8 countries associated with it.
Look at the most economical bowlers, often the most penetrative bowlers, tend to be left-arm spinners. Probably the exception to that rule has been the likes of Sandeep Lamachani, just purely due to his individual excellence. Becoming the first ever Nepali bowler to get past 250 wickets across ODIs and T20Is a couple of nights ago with that player of the match performance. Pulled powerfully into the leg side, but Adil Alam has just struggled to touch out there. Again, would you rather have seen Gulshan Jah at 6?
That is what we always talk about. Gulshan Jah is in a very good nick. Can strike the ball hard. He's done that before in earlier matches. 20 of 5 against Kuwait, 16 of 8 against Qatar the other night.
Chipped quite stylishly, actually. Patel's been in complete control, hasn't he? His innings thus far. I think without Patel's runs in this competition and Gulshan Jah's impacts with the bat, Howdle in the runs in the last game, they'd have been in real trouble.
Yes, they have, because Kushal Malla is not amongst the runs, and Sundeep Zora also he was not picked in the first playing 11 today. Lokesh Pam getting an opportunity.
Another overhit, wasn't it? He's losing his shape. He's trying to muscle the ball. You have to remember, for Mohamed Adil Alam, very difficult. He did it the benefit of that A tour down to India, where he credited that with helping force his way back into the national side, but he just hasn't played a lot of cricket for reasons that are very well publicised.
Yeah, he's been out of not only Nepal cricket but cricket on a whole.
Completely, and yeah, you're spot on. That's the big difference, isn't it? Not like he's even been playing club stuff. Again, another ball he's trying to hit far too hard. Needs to recognise the match situation here. 4 off 10 is really hurting Nepal. It's hurting Kushal Patel. It's piling pressure on him at the other end. Excellent bowling from Amanandi.
Angling the ball away from the right-hander using those cutters. Ramanandi. This is the 15th over and he's given only 3 runs of the first 5 balls. Kushal Patel rightly so coming down and having a chat with Mohammad Adil Alam.
Tries to go again, gets it this time, but hits it straight to the hands of Amir Kaleem, who puts it down. Not an easy chance for the veteran, but one he'll have backed himself to take. It bursts out of his hands, he gets applause from his teammates, but it races for 4. Big moment in the match.
Again, bowling away from the right-hander. Diving effort by the veteran there, but couldn't catch it. Ball going to the boundary on 1 bounce. Full dive to his right, but couldn't hold on to it. Good effort though. After 15, Nepal are 1-0-1 for 4.
100% pure sunflower butter बनेको Dhara Health Refined Sunflower Oil.
Asian Paints Ultima Protect Shine. यसमा भएको UV hybrid टेक्नोलोजीले घाम, पानी, धुलोबाट दिन्छ वर्षौं-वर्ष सुरक्षा। घर रहन्छ सधैँ शाइनदार घर, वर्षौं-वर्ष। MIT, an internationally recognized degree. Bagbazar, Kathmandu.
English Premier League को प्रत्यक्ष प्रसारण केवल कान्तिपुर मैक्स HD र कान्तिपुर मैक्स को एपमा हेर्न
Patel cuts that away, one of his favourite shots, and it races across the outfield to accumulate 4 more runs for Nepal. Patel batting on a different plane really to the rest of his teammates and standing up once more for the nation of Nepal.
Just gives a bit of room to himself. Just jumps outside the leg stump and cuts it behind square on the offside.
Good way to start Shah Faisal's return over as well. Interesting field. Everyone spread on the leg side. Fine leg in the circle. He's the only one. And that is so Patel can just work it in there for 1 or 2 guaranteed. Instead, he tries to find 4 more. He does. Precision batting right out towards his teammates, where Asif Sheikh cheers on heartily. We're witnessing a gem of a knock here from Patel, keeping Nepal alive in this contest.
Again, just shifting his gears towards the leg stump, giving himself room. Just placed it in between the fielders, short third and backward point.
Where have all these fans come from? When I walked up from the toss, there was maybe 30 or 40 people here. It's more like 300 or 400 now. We're just above that Omantel sign there. And all of a sudden the grandstand is rocking. And there's a raucous atmosphere. Everyone wants to be here on the night that Nepal celebrate their qualification, as do Oman, of course. But I think the Oman fans are being significantly outnumbered by those in the blue and red of Nepal. And some pressure really being applied to Shah Faisal right now. Changing the field, so deep backward point's gone back, and that will save the boundary. I'll keep it to a couple, but Patel will keep the strike. It means square leg is up in the circle. There is an option for Patel to shuffle across and try and expose that.
That is why the left-hander is bowling away from the right-hander, angling the ball away. That is why the offside field is going to come to play. There is a deep backward point in place and a sweeper cover on on the offside along with the long off fielder.
A really good atmosphere building up. These two sides always tend to play out classic encounters. We've spoken about that famous Super Over 2 years ago in Kathmandu where Oman were triumphant. Slower ball, much slower. Complete change in arm action to go with it. Bertel deals with it nicely, gets a single. What's Adil Alam going to do here now, Paresh? Because he is under pressure.
I think he has to go after the bowling. Don't do much, just look at the ball, swing the bat. The field changes for Alam, the backward point comes inside 30-yard circle. And the square that goes out.
Carted down the ground. Adil Alam, with that half chance that he was given, looks desperate to make use of that life. He gets warm applause from Bertel. This partnership starting to build up nicely. Very expensive return of Shah Faisal. 3 boundaries in the over already.
It was a slower ball, half cutter ball by Faisal. Just waited for it and then slashed it over the cover fielder for a boundary.
He's tended to be very economical in his T20I career thus far.
Back to back,
Really back to back. 45 against the UAE in the Asia Cup.
4 overs है 6 दिन बाद
international matches. So many of this Oman team that are new and fresh to international cricket. His career economy rate under 7. Nepal really putting him to the sword though. He's been the one they've targeted. Short ball, top edge, gonna fly all the way for another boundary, 4 more. Thirds up in the circle, not the right length to be honest with that field. And yes, Adil Alam gets a bit fortunate to find the edge. But this grandstand, it's actually moving now with the noise from the Nepal fans. 4 more.
It was a pace on delivery by Shah Faisal. A good, accurate short ball away from the right-hander.
Laksha Anek, Energy 8. Energy भनेकै Red Bull.
पुस्तालाई मायाले जोड्ने जिन्दगीलाई अर्डिनेरीबाट एक्स्ट्रा अर्डिनेरी बनाउने सधैँ KFC.
Remember, it was Bahrain that Oman had to beat in one semi-final, whereas Nepal got past UAE in the El Clasico across at Mopani. 184 played 184. They could only be separated by a super over, and Oman were triumphant and got the silverware. Sufyan Mahmood will return to the attack. And he's right on the money to start with. He's an underrated cricketer, isn't he, Sufyan Mahmood? He looks a little innocuous with his bowling because he's only medium pace, but he knows his game really well, a very effective campaigner.
Very accurate as well. He rolls his finger towards the ball, bowls that variation of cutters, leg cutters, back of the length deliveries, pace off, hitting the deck.
The shot that Adil Alam has to change. He's trying to overhit. He has raw natural power. Remember, he used to play the helicopter shot back in the day as well. But he just needs a slightly more stable base to hold that stroke before he makes contact.
The last boundary he scored off was it was a slower ball angling away. He waited for the ball and then slashed it. That is what he should do. He just has to wait because Mahmood is not bowling pace on deliveries. He's bowling cutters.
Lots of leg cutters in particular. But this time it goes a mile into the sky. Jatinder Singh is the fielder who runs around and holds on to an excellent catch and goes with his trademark celebration up to the Oman Cricket Academy pavilion where a lot of the Oman fans are. Real fan favourite here. Oman strike back. Sufyan Mahmood's really deserved that. It's such a skill, such an art to bowl at that kind of pace. Again, it's the leg cutter. Adil Alam, well, he might have hit it 70 or 80 metres high, but wonderful catch out of the dark night sky by Jatinder Singh.
Exceptional catch by the captain. Oman getting back again into the game when the partnership was building. Adil Alam just not watching the ball properly, has to depart for 16, 3-4s in that 16.
नेपाल टपको विकल्प छैन आजको जमानाको भरपर्दो पाइ नेपाल टप सब ठिकठाक
लक्ष्य अनेक एनर्जी एक एनर्जी भनेकै रेड बुल बिग मार्क तपाईको छिमेकी
Here's some slightly slow and turgid ones and turning ones. This tonight's a good one, I feel. Nepal have got themselves in a tangle because nobody has been able to support Kushal Bertel. Can Gulshan Jad do what he's been doing all tournament, which is have another significant impact in a very short period of time?
Yeah, just 3.3 overs remaining. Nepal 121 for 5. This is a good comeback by Oman after the power play belonged to Nepal.
Should be a good battle this as well, because Mahmood's going to go pace off again and again. Good dot ball. Really good bowling from Mahmood. He's been the pick of the bowlers for me alongside the left arm spinner, Nadeem Khan. He'll get the headlines, but Mahmood's spell no less important.
He's been bowling well. Mahmood and Nadeem Khan has already bowled his 4 overs. 4 for 20 his figures, whereas Mahmood 2.4 overs, 1 for 14. This is a very good over, just a single in it.
Beats the outside edge, outstanding. What an over this is. Definitely swinging the game in the host's advantage. Oman will feel as though they're on top right now.
Again, off cutter ball to the left-hander, ball pitching and just shaping away from the left-hander.
Can he close out the over? It's been a superb one. Well, a single isn't going to cause much damage, although they might think of trying to get a second. They will. Jatinder Singh should have held that. Jha was always getting home, and it will allow Bertel to get back on strike. Bowler not helped by his captain there. A little bit of a rush of blood to the head to Jatinder Singh. The end of the 17th over, Paresh the score. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Skyward Home Appliances कच्चपको किलो अब 120 ग्राम 20% एक्स्ट्रा तौलसँगै रुट 50 मा कच्चपको किलो बब्बाल पिरो छ
अब होटल बुकिङ पनि सेवाबाट
Can't wait, won't wait. Sunfeast Dark Fantasy.
पञ्चकन्या एसएस ट्याग 10 वर्षदेखि गुणस्तरीय सेवामा समर्पित
Completely nonplussed face. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lovely rhythm to it. Here comes Jitin Kumar Ramanandi. He won't bowl the final 4 from the same end, but it does look like he'll bowl 4 overs pretty much on the bounce. So he'll end up bowling overs 13, 15, and maybe now 18 and 20. Nepal are in dire need, for me, of a flying finish. They've got to get up past 150. Can they do it? Haven't been able to cope with the changes of pace. Oman, on their home surface, on the pitch they know so well, are putting in a clinical bowling performance here.
Again, this time around bowling outside the off stump, angling the ball away from the right-hander. Excellent, Ramanandi.
Really has been a bit of naivete to Nepal's batting tonight, with the exception of Kushal Bertel, who's played so well. He's been the only one to really read the pace and to understand and assess the conditions. Okay, Asif Sheikh did well up top alongside him in that opening partnership, but Now, what can Ja do? Can Ja find a way to clear the ropes? He's done that with great regularity. Tries to, doesn't get it out of the middle. Where's it going to land? Jatinder Singh goes back, doesn't get anything on it. Well, it was a close to impossible chance, particularly with Mohammed Nadeem in his eye line. It wasn't maybe the loudest of calls. There's a lot of fans in here too, and ends up not getting anything on it.
That was very, very high by Gulshan Jah. Jatinder turning back, trying to get to the ball, but couldn't make it. Very, very high.
Just half a chance, but the last thing you want to do is give Gulshan Jah too many of those. He's already hit 8 sixes in this tournament. Alashan Sharafu, the only one to have hit more. He's hit 16, remarkably. He's got a slight break in play here. Wonder has Jatinder Singh, who remember missed the first game in the tournament with, I think it was a hamstring niggle. Is it that, or did he get maybe a fingertip on it and have an impact injury? Oh, down he goes. I think it is the hamstring. Maybe, let's just hope a bit of cramp. He's going to get some treatment from the Oman team physio. He's so important at the top for Oman. This could be a big part of the game. Let's hope he's going to be okay. Maybe he's going to go off. I think Paresh looks to be moving reasonably well, though.
He has been amongst the runs for Oman, leading the runs quarter for Oman.
Well, he's going to stay on. Just going to move fielding position, I think. He's going to go to short third. I think what will have played large in his mind there is the fact that if he goes off, he probably won't be able to open the batting unless he gets back on, of course. Let's get another look here. I don't think there was any impact injury, just maybe that kind of overstretch. And yeah, Nadeem and his kind of vision in front of him won't have helped things. But Gulshan Jah is only going to try one thing here. He's going to be looking for big ones. Little hamstring twinge that he has. He'll hide himself away in the field for the final 15 balls of the innings. Where can Jah go? Big swing and a miss. What an off-cutter. Super skills again from Oman.
Excellent bowling by Ramanandi, bowling outside the off stump, just rolling his fingers towards the ball. Bit of a smile. I think the joke has been cracked by the umpire.
Well, I think he probably said, how did that miss? Maybe just a coat of paint, nothing more than that. Again, exceptional skills. Two standing umpires out there. Rashid Riaz. He's chipped down the ground. Who's got Masur Raman Mukul from Bangladesh alongside him. And then Pradeep Rambakwela is our third umpire. Ken Tanam, ran all the way from Melbourne, Victoria, our ICC match referee. He'll oversee the last couple of days as well that we've got coming up. And Nepal, well shy of where they maybe need to be on a surface like this.
Had the captain at the toss, the captain was said that 160, 170 would be a good total in this service.
Well, 170 looks a long, long way away right now. And that's going to make it even further away because Jitin Kumar Ramanandi is pumped up. He's got the big wicket of Kushal Patel. What a talented bowler he is. He bowls the most difficult overs in all T20 internationals, the death overs. He stands up to be counted. It was full, it was straight. The only question was, did it pitch in line? And Bertel has been given LBW.
He had to try to play that shot. Coming up across the stumps there, tried to handle that around the corner, but completely missed it. Good innings coming to an end.
Bertel's got to go for 69. Judged LBW. It's 127 for 6.
नेपाल टॉप को विकल्प छैन आजको जमानाको भरपर्दो पाइ नेपाल टॉप सब ठीकठाक
लक्ष्य अनेक एनर्जी 8 एनर्जी भनेकै रेड बुल
Do you understand my English but cannot speak like me? You know the words. You understand movies, YouTube, podcasts. But when it's time to talk, you freeze. speakers, sentence by sentence, until your brain starts speaking for real. No more translating in your head. No more freezing. Just real progress. Do 10 minutes a day. After a week, you will see results. Trust me. So if you're ready, click the link and let's get started.
He's but got just 11 balls to make some kind of an impact here.
He's a natural striker of the ball. You saw that in Scotland, he smashed 2 sixes to get over the line.
Such a tricky thing, though, to come in and have an immediate impact, having not batted the entire tour. Oh, dot ball, last thing Nepal need. See what Bam was trying to do, trying to just get any bat in it to get Gulshan Jah back onto strike. Remember, he usually opens the batting, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's a natural opener, but we have openers, Kushan Putteranasi shape. That is why he's brought at number 8.
Two completely different roles, though. Not easy to adjust to them. Sufyan Mahmood, what a spell he is having. The man putting Nepal to the sword. And it's another dot ball. It's another cutter. Oh, they might just scamper a single here. Bam could be run out, but he won't be. And I think it was worth the risk to get Gulshan Jah onto strike. The deflection from Vinayak Shukla's direct hit at the striker's end allowed a quick single to be dashed despite the mix-up. And Bam will get a bye to get off strike.
Didn't have to throw that Vinayak Shukla, telling the bowler to go behind the stumps.
Well, 2 attempts at a run-outs in the delivery, neither of them fruitful. End result is an extra bye that will bring Jah back onto strike. Can he punish Oman? He's going to try, but he hasn't got anything of this, I don't think. Long off, goes back. Oh, it's gone over his head. It just kept going. What a strike from Gulshan Jah. Looked like it was going straight up. Looked like it was going to be the 7th wicket. But he's such a powerful young man, Gulshan Jah. He had a couple of extraordinary shots against the West Indies. Here's another one. An almighty 6.
Yeah, the fielder was trying to get under the ball. The ball kept going and going. At the end, he had to tumble down.
He came in at first, didn't he? He's ended up overrunning it. And that's the power of Jah. Just kept going and going. Burst through the hands. Nasty bang as he went down. Jah's got a maximum. Can he get another one? Oh, this is massive. That's the biggest hit of the competition. It's gone over the pavilion, over the car park. It's off to the hockey stadium. Gulshan Jah has just monstered one, 100 metres plus. The biggest blow we've seen.
This had everything, the height, the distance. Whoever has the car parked there, just take those cars away from there.
What a strike. That has to be 100 metres plus. Look at this. Monstrous. He's given it the absolute kitchen sink, and it goes and goes and goes into the night sky. I think it's hit off the rooftop. That one's not coming back. And new balls are called for. Unbelievable audacity and power and quality from Gulshan Jah. He is a precociously talented cricketer. His 10th 6 of this ICC Men's T20 World Cup qualifier. And real pressure now on Sufyan Mahmood. Edged and taken. And Mahmood strikes back. A wonderful catch. It's Vinayak Shukla. And Jah is not happy with the send-off. And now there's more words. And the umpires are going to get involved here. We've seen a bit of this throughout the tournament. It's not needed. But Jah, after 2 big 6s, he's got to go.
Yeah, trying to come down the track, trying to repeat the dose. Very smart bowling outside the off stump. That was yet another off cutter. Extremely good catch by the keeper, Vinayak Shukla, diving to his left.
There's real drama out there, just to the right of that shot as Jah has to depart. He's gone for another impactful 18, 141 for 6. Sufyan Mahmood is being read the riot act by the umpires.
नेपाल टपको विकल्प छैन आजको जमानाको भरपर्दो बाइक नेपाल टप सब ठिकठाक
लक्ष्य अनेक एनर्जी 8 एनर्जी भनेकै रेड बुल
अब होटल बुकिङ पनि यही सेवाबाट
Over Sunfall Cammy to the crease, he's at the non-strikers end. Two massive sixes and then a great fight back from Sophia Mahmood. Great catch too. Shukla's glove work is exemplary.
Yes, and the way he batted the other day, scoring 44 of just 20 odd balls. Course of the game, winning cause for Oman.
Ramanandi to bowl the final, he nails that leg stump. Well, it's the second time in the innings a Nepal batter has been bowled exposing their stumps. The first one was the captain, Rohit Paudel, and now Lokesh Bam also has to go. Difficult task coming in for his first game of the tournament. He's gone for a third ball duck.
Yes, again tried to go across the line, tried to sweep that ball. Excellent bowling. This was a seam up delivery by Mahmood. Get the leg stump. Lokesh Bam has to go for a knot. Nepal 141 for 8.
नेपाल टपको विकल्प छैन आजको जमानाको भरपर्दो बाइक नेपाल टप सब ठिकठाक
लक्ष्य अनेक एनर्जी 8 एनर्जी भनेकै रेड बुल
MIT, an internationally recognized degree. Bagbazar, Kathmandu.
यति कार्पेट किन्दा कार्पेटको पछाडि यतिको लोगो हेर्न नबिर्सनुहोला यति कार्पेट कार्पेटको शहंशाह
Last over, 5 balls remain. Can Nepal scrap up to 150?
The scrapping is right, Paresh. They've not been at their best by any stretch. Nakami immediately hairs off because he wants to, but he sends Nandan Yadav back. Direct hit would have been gone. Maybe at either end, funnily, if they'd gone for the second. Probably a good decision not to come back for 2.
That's good call by Sompal Kami, just stopping his partner from taking the second run. They were just running towards the keeper's end. Nandan Yadav.
Good fielding again from Oman as Kami goes through the offside, but there is protection out there. There's Hamid Mirza, the number 3 batter, with the throw from long off. Very nearly brought about the 9th wickets. It's fair to say that Oman's strength is their bowling. No doubt about that. So even if Nepal only end up with 145, 150, they'll still have hope and still have a chance. But it's a good surface. This will be under par.
It will be under par. That is what the captain said. They have to score around 160 to 170.
Slower ball. Yadav heaves it down the ground, heaves it all the way. He's added significant power and real quality to his batting since he came back from Australia, young Nandan Yadav. And that's an important moment. 150 plus is there for certain now, and the Oman fans up above the Nepal fans don't like it.
This was again bowled a slower one, off cutter, coming down the track. Nandan Yadav straight towards long on for 6.
Looks like the top deck is Oman fans mainly, and then the rest Nepal. Flicked into the leg side. Mohammed Nadeem won't be able to stop the second, I don't think. He'll just be happy to preserve the boundary. The 150 comes up. It didn't look likely for phases of this first innings after the collapse, because they had such a good first wicket partnership, and then since then, really, it's been all Oman. But Nandan Yadav just scraping and scrapping Nepal up to some kind of a total.
151 for 8. Surely the power play belonged to Nepal. They were going at the rate of 9 per over. Then Nadeem Khan came in and took those 4 wickets. Totally changed the complexion of the game.
Here's the final ball of the first innings. Full toss misses out. They're going to try and run it by, but Nandan Yadav was, well, asleep at the wheel, to be frank. Kami got home, did everything he should have. I think Yadav was wondering whether it could have been given as a no ball, but it was well beneath his waist height, and he misses out. That should have been put away. Moment of fortune. It will be Yadav that will be run out, not Kami. We'll have to get that corrected. I'm pretty sure, yeah, it will indeed be Nandan Yadav who should be run out. So we'll tidy down our graphics, but either way, it's a bit immaterial. Yadav's run out for 9. Good little impact from him, including that maximum, and they for 9.
It is, and looking at the pitch, it is slightly under par. 151. Kushal top scoring with 69. Asif Sheikh gave a good start for the ball, 24 of 20. The Rohit bowler in the scenario, Kushal Malla didn't go to the double figures. Adil Alam fought for his 16. Kulsunja quick fire 18. And Nandan Yadav, we had to get our graphics correct. He was the one who got run out.
There they go. Ask and you shall receive. Paresh, just like that. For the bowlers, well, I think 3 standout performances and 3 wicket takers. 2 for Sufyan Mahmood, 2 for Jitin Kumar Ramanandi, and the star of the show, Nadeem Khan, 4 for 20. The other bowlers, quite expensive. Okay, well, we'll have a break here in the commentary box. You'll see a few highlights after this, but ultimately, it's an innings that has probably belonged to Oman, if anything, on a good surface. Nepal will have to be satisfied with their 151. We'll be back in, well, about 10 minutes' time or so, something like that, for all of the action. The 2 sides who've qualified for the T20 World Cup, they're in celebration mode, but who's going to go top of the table and make it 4 from 4 in this second innings? Back with all the action, 11 minutes' time from now. We'll be back on air in 9. We'll see you soon.
नेपाटॉपको विकल्प छैन आजको जमानाको भरपर्दो पाइ नेपाटॉप सब ठिकठाक
लक्ष्य अनेक एनर्जी 8 एनर्जी भनेकै रेड बुल
Special celebrations like झन्नै स्पेशल बनाउने सबै KFC
Can't wait, won't wait. Something's
इङ्ग्लिस प्रिमियर लिगको प्रत्यक्ष प्रसारण केवल कान्तिपुर म्याक्स एचडी र कान्तिपुर म्याक्सको एपमा हेर्न नछुटाउनुहोला।
हरेक लक्ष्यको आफ्नै प्रभाव छ, जोसको, उत्साहको, मेहनतको। लक्ष्य अनेक, एनर्जी एक। एनर्जी भनेकै रेड बुल।
Skyward, home appliances. 100% प्योर सनफ्लावरबाट बनेको भारा हेल्थ रिफाइन्ड सनफ्लावर ओइल। गजबको पिरो। अब 120 ग्राम 20% एक्स्ट्रा तौलसँगै रुट 50 मा गजबको पिरो, बब्बाल पिरो छ।
यो डेफिनेटली सधैँ नयाँ चटकदार, जसको सबै छिमेकीले गुनासो मात्रै गर्छ। कसैको नयाँ घर हेरेर घाँटी पाकिएको गुनासो सबै हैरान आए लिएर गुनासोको चाट। छोरा जन्मिँदा घरमा एसियन पेन्ट्स अल्टिमा प्रोटेक्ट शाइन लगाएको त्यति नै हो। यसमा भएको युभी हाइब्रिड टेक्नोलोजीले घाम, पानी, धुलोबाट दिन्छ वर्षौँ वर्ष सुरक्षा। हर रात सधैँ शाइनदार घर, वर्षौँ वर्ष।
Skyward, home appliances.
भाग्यले जहिले साथ देला या नदेला, तर यी सेवालाई केयरले दिनेछ।
प्राइम बिलेटबाट बनेको हरेक निर्माणको मेरुदण्ड
पञ्चकन्या स्टिल।
बिग मार्ट बिग फेस्ट। अब यो बडा दसैँ तिहार तथा छठ पनि बिग मार्टमा सपिङ गरेर 2 जना लकी विनरले स्कुटर जित्ने मौका नगुमाउनुहोला। साथै एससिटी ब्याङ्कमा हरेक दिन, सानिमा ब्याङ्कमा शुक्रबार र माछापुच्छ्रे ब्याङ्कमा सोमबार विशेष छुट पाउन सक्नुहुनेछ। बिग मार्ट, तपाईँको छिमेकी।
100% प्योर सनफ्लावरबाट बनेको भारा हेल्थ रिफाइन्ड सनफ्लावर ओइल।
यति कार्पेट किन्दा कार्पेटको पछाडि यतिको लोगो हेर्न नबिर्सिनुहोला। यति कार्पेट, कार्पेटको शहंशाह।
नेपाल टपको विकल्प छैन। आजको जमानाको भरपर्दो बाइक नेपाल टप, सब ठिकठाक।
MIT, an internationally recognized degree, Bagh Bazaar, Kathmandu. Bebe, chismo logo mo.
स्वदेश तथा विदेशमा आर्जन गर्ने शिक्षाको सम्पूर्ण खर्चको जिम्मेवारी लिन्छ आइएमई लाइफ इन्सुरेन्सले।
आइएमई लाइफ, बाल किरण जीवन बिमा योजना।
पुस्तो पुस्तालाई मायाले जोड्ने, जिन्दगीलाई अर्डिनेरीबाट एक्स्ट्रा अर्डिनेरी बनाउने सधैँ केएफसी। पञ्चकन्या बाटो, लग्जरी मेड अफोर्डेबल।
यति कार्पेट किन्दा कार्पेटको पछाडि यतिको लोगो हेर्न नबिर्सिनुहोला। यति कार्पेट, कार्पेटको शहंशाह।
हरेक लक्ष्यको आफ्नै प्रभाव छ, जोसको, उत्साहको, मेहनतको। लक्ष्य अनेक, एनर्जी एक। एनर्जी भनेकै रेड बुल।
त्यो तातो निभाइदिनु न हौ
मारिसक्यो त
pure sunflower butter भनेको Bhara Health Refined Sunflower Oil.
English Premium League को प्रत्यक्ष प्रसारण केवल कान्तिपुर म्याक्स एचडी र कान्तिपुर म्याक्सको एपमा हेर्न नछुटाउनुहोला। लक्ष्य अनेक एनर्जी 8 एनर्जी भनेकै रेड बुल प्रेजेन्ट T20 वर्ल्ड कप क्वालिफायर नेपालको विश्वकप यात्रा पावर बार याम एक्स्ट्रा लङ रेन्ज बाथ राइड बजाज पल्सर एन्ड जगत कोपिरो नुडल्स
Iya.
Paresh, good evening everyone, all the way around the world. Very welcome along to this ICC TV broadcast. Yeah, it's been an incredible tournament, hasn't it? And somehow the qualification for both of these sides not decided on the pitch. They're both there. There's probably a slightly surreal feeling, particularly for the Oman players who we believe definitely knew. We aren't certain whether the Nepal players knew in advance of the start of this game. They'll both still be desperate to win this game and stay unbeaten. They will want the silverware from this ICC Men's T20 World Cup Asia, East Asia Pacific qualifier. But they are both off to the big dance in February in India and Sri Lanka. They've taken the 18th and the 19th spots. Still a lot of uncertainty as to where that third and final, and indeed the 20th and final for the entire tournament spot will go. But for now, it's all about Sampal Kami to Jatinder Singh. Jatinder Singh only plays in one manner in the power play. Paresh, this will be fast and furious to get the chase going of 152.
Jatinder Singh is a style of play. He's an aggressive one. Tends to play in an aggressive manner. Jatinder Singh, he has already a 50 in the same in this tournament.
Helps that away into the leg side. The first runs of the chase. He's got a little bit of the atmosphere right there, and that's certainly it's a festive atmosphere, isn't it? Both sets of fans celebrating pretty hard this evening. If we get anything like the kind of game we got 2 years ago, when again both of these two teams have qualified, we're in for a real treat.
Yeah, 2 years ago playing the final of the T20 World Cup Asia qualifiers, both the teams qualified and went to the finals, made the finals. That was a super over that Oman beat Nepal.
Right into the offside, and Gulshan Jah will do the fielding. For any other team in this competition, on a good surface, you'd probably think Nepal well under par, but because of how well they feel and how well they've bowled in stages and patches and phases of this tournament, they'll be quietly confident of defending this. They'll also know that Oman's batting isn't quite as consistent as their bowling.
All depends on Jatinder Singh, how he goes about the game, attacks the bowlers, tries to use the power play.
Pulled in the air, but shy of the mid-on fielder. Immediately you're seeing the difference. First innings, that would have been a single. But Oman have rightly been sent out with a note of caution about their running between the wickets. Also a change in opening pairing, because often it's Ahmed Mirza that comes in at number 3. They've gone with the 2 right-handers up at the top. Suspected will be Amir Khalil, who will be held back a spot.
So Balkani with 3 dot balls and a single in his over, the first one.
Straight to defender Singhari. Surely we're not going to see another direct hit run out this evening, are we? Because Oman aren't going to allow that opportunity, you would imagine.
Oman is a very good unit, very smart unit. They are not going to take singles. 2 defender Singhari.
It's not a tricky tournament, doesn't he? And there's it. His last 5 scores, 14, 6, 5, 18, 5. So a bit of a lack of runs. He's never opened the batting before. Is that the solution for him? We'll have to wait and see, but it's a very tight start from Kami, who's tended to open the bowling well. Just 1 run coming from the opening over. Oman 1 for them.
Laksha Anil, Energy 8. Energy Honeygate, red ball.
Skyward.
And have had in this tournament. That's because Jatinder Singh missed the first game. So it was Amir Khalil who stepped into the captain's shoes, captained the side. He opened the batting that opening morning with Ashish Odagara. That was against Samoa as and took 17 overs to chase down Samoa's 92. Nandan Yadav is going to be with the new ball. Still no Lalit Rajbanshi, so no option for left armour. There's a fantastic piece of innovation. An outstanding stroke is going to fly all the way for 6. He was looking to ramp it over the leg side, but the last second readjusted, just opened up his arms. And this is a majestic cricket stroke.
Yeah, he played 2 shots in 1 ball there, tried to ramp it, then open the piece of the bat to run the ball down to third man for a 6. What a piece of timing.
This is off Nepal's fastest bowler, Nandan Yadav, as well. Exceptional adjustment and recognition of the field, because deep third and fine leg were up in the circle and remain as such. Immediately, Singh says no. It's defender Singhari.
Defender Singhari has been effective in the inner circle.
Effective, Paresh. That's the understatement of the century. He's been all over the opposition in the outfield, isn't he?
I'm coming to that.
Really is incredible what he's done. We aren't able to class it as a world record because it isn't necessarily kept as a statistic in terms of direct hits versus normal runouts where you relay it to the bowler. It isn't kept religiously as such. But certainly most feel as though it may well be a world record. Again, he looks for that ramp over the leg side this time, gets himself in a tangle. Adil Alam's run out was almost as impressive.
Yes, back-to-back run-outs, direct hits. I don't think Jatinder's saying it's 100% in the middle. It's just probably his hamstring, that is why he was out of the playing level in the first game and gets more in the group stages.
I think for me, you're right. He sat out that first game with that middle. I think he was an attempted catch in the first innings, and he's just maybe sprained it again. As a consequence, he's probably going to attack even more so, not try to run a lot. Every ball is being pulverized, 100% effort. The problem is that you can't really take on any infielders. Even there, you should be tell right at the edge of the 30-yard circle, top hole.
Even right at the edge of the circle, the end of the attempting to take singles because of the limit that he's had. After that 6 good comeback deliveries by Nandan Yadav, 3 dot balls.
Nicely played. Not quite at the pace to get to the rope. In fact, really looks like he's quicker than the ball. And incredibly, he only run a single. That shows how much Jatinder Singh is struggling between the wickets. This will be a big factor in this chase. If you're turning most of your twos into ones and your ones into dots, you're going to have to hit a lot of boundaries.
Look, he's so gingerly jogging across the crease. He is not 100%. He's struggling out there, Jatinder Singh.
Big factor if you can't run your runs. Also need to find a lot of boundaries. All right on the money, but maybe an inside edge. Yadav was convinced, but the umpire immediately walked away. 2 overs bowled 8 for none. Let's have a look.
Yeah, it was a big inside edge. Good decision by the umpire. You can see the deflection.
पुस्तलाई मायाले जोड्ने जिन्दगीलाई ordinaryबाट extraordinary बनाउने पढेको
Over his second. Split field in place. Backward point and a backward square leg. One on the off, one on the leg. Singh clubs it down the ground. Such a dangerous striker of the cricket ball here in the power play, and that soars into the night sky for 6.
It was over pitch by Sopal Ghani. The team tried to hit it hard, just timed it, down to long on. This is the way he plays. He's had a bit of a niggle with his hamstring.
Lovely pickup shot, isn't it? Really well struck, and struck for the maximum. Always good to watch in the power play, Jatinder Singh. Tries to go again, but Kami drags his length back. Sense it's going to be a bit boom or bust here, don't you? Probably going to be 6, 4, dot, or maybe 1. That'll be about it, Jatinder Singh.
He's not looking good. Just jogging. He was sure too when he played that shot earlier. In the second over extra fella's head. I'm really taking this in.
Have to give him credit though, don't you, for gutsing it out and getting through it out there, putting his body on the line. Problem is, first innings, that would have been 1. And obviously, because Irie's hovering in there, I've even noticed actually, the cover in the mid-wicket fielder recognise what's happened here. They're hanging 5-7 yards back from where they usually would be, because they think there is no chance of a quick single being attempted by Jatinder.
That is how smart these people are from the ball, recognizing that the batsman is not going to have done a single.
Very good game awareness, Paresh. Spot on. Jatinder Singh Irie, he's never going to drop that. Oh, and there's a lovely celebration. It's the Buddha Zen celebration from Sampal Kami. He goes down into that lovely Nepali tribute. Of course, the birthplace of Gautam Buddha himself. And I think that's what Sampal Kami says. Singh Irie takes the catch. And then Kami says that's a celebration.
Yes, a very subdued celebration by Sopal Ghani. Just sitting there like a Buddha. This is a big, big wicket on about Jatinder Singh. He's hit 2 6s already.
Keep your eyes here. If you stick with this replay, come back to Sampal Kami. There he is. Look at that. The sitting Buddha symbolises tranquility, enlightenment, and inner peace. Kami's got plenty of that as Nepal have their first magic moment. Credit to Singh. He hobbles off for 14. It's 14 for 1.
नेपालको विकल्प छैन आजको जमानाको भरपर्दो उपाय नेपाल सबलेखा लक्ष्य अनि एनर्जी एनर्जी भने चाहिँ रेड बल
अब ऊर्जा बुद्धि पनि सेवामा
Ball getting rid of number 10 of Oman. Good single taken by these two batsmen. But Gulshan
out a fielder in that occasion. Caught on his heels, trying to get running between the wickets.
For those who don't know, it's Gentil Buddha, born in Nepal, and that was a special tribute on the night that Nepal qualified for the T20 World Cup down in Lumbini. Lucky enough to be brought down there for a visit, and it is sensational. You have to go visit the beauty of that birthplace if you can. That is its back of the length. A very good closeout to the third over. 15 for one.
Laksha ane energy A. Energy भनेकै Red Bull.
100% pure sunflower butter भनेको Bhara Health Refined Sunflower Oil.
अब उजापुरी पनि सेवाबाट
यति कार्पेट किन्दा कार्पेटको पछाडि यतिको लोगो हेर्न नबिर्सनुहोला। यति कार्पेट, कार्पेटको शहंशाह।
Oh, whenever it's announced as to whether they'll be going to India or Sri Lanka, but they're also desperate to top the table and get their hands on the silverware here. Nandanyala bowls the second, not only just somehow misses the leg stump by a sliver, but will be given as a wide. Paresh, you would imagine that Nepal will want to go to India, won't they? If they do, what kind of scenes are we going to see?
I think from the Nepal, the borders are open. We don't need to set up in India. If Nepal draws in India, we see plenty of outdoor stadiums in India.
Every game sold out?
Most probably.
Okay, guaranteed by Paresh Lahari. I'm with you. I think every game will be sold out. For Oman, in a funny way, they might quite like to go to Sri Lanka because you think about their affiliation through Dilip Mendes as the head coach, the former Sri Lankan Test cricketer. They play quite a bit of cricket there. They've been brought from preparation camps there before. That could be a good draw for them.
Yes, the head coach being a Sri Lankan former Test cricketer. The tremendous, great cricketer from Sri Lanka.
Quite remarkable job he's done. Mendes, 24 Test matches he played, 4 centuries for Sri Lanka, alongside 79 ODIs. His good use of the feet will get a very stylish boundary for Hamid Mirzi. Taking a while to get off the mark, 6 consecutive dots, opening the batting for the first time. He finds 4.
Coming down the track, hitting it inside out over extra cover. Good connection of the ball. Couple of bounces over the boundary line.
Mendes was famously making 100 the same Test match, both innings against India back in Chennai in 1982. What time ago that? That was how long he's been around. Incredible job he's done here in Oman. He's an honourable Omani now at this stage. As that one puts off the pad, is taken at point. The fans want to appeal for the court. Yushal Mala has a wry smile on his face. I think the LBW decision's going over the top. I saw no sense of bat or glove involved. The end result is right. A top ball.
Yes, after Kepler Stadium, the crowd just going insane. But Kushal Malla knew that that was not involved.
Excellent start to this chase. Both sides having their moments. Neither really ahead of the game. All of all their spinners to come, remember. Importance of Lamachani looms large. Short ball, top edge. Kushal Bertel goes back. Never going to drop that. Yadav bounces Mirza out, who's, well, torrid time with the back continues. And Nepal have a second to put them just in front. And the Oman fans on the top deck not enjoying that. But the Nepal fans love it every second.
I think the ball struck his chest. It just was off his chest. It was a short ball, a good bumper by Nandan Yadav into the body of the batsman. Kushal Patel after the catch, like he always does. This is
चाहिँ आजको जमानाको भरपर्दो बाइक नेपाल सब्ट्रिका लक्ष्य अनि एनर्जी ए एनर्जी भनेकै रेड बुल
English Premier League को प्रत्यक्ष प्रसारण केवल म्यान्टिभल म्याक्स एफबी र म्यान्टिभल म्याक्सको एपमा हेर्न नछुटाउनुहोला।
Appearance for Nepal in the T20 World Cup, and a fourth in their history for Oman, a fourth since 2016, their debut. Amir Kaleem to the crease. Oh, being harsh, that one being given as a wide. Yadav wants another look at that.
Yadav not pleased with the decision of why it was a slightly sided line, but by the umpire.
Maybe a little bit harsh on the bowler. Amir Kaleem in at 4. He's tended to open the batting in this competition or bat at number 3, so a little bit of a change in the order. He's got to step up and get these runs for Oman. Who's it going to be? Singh's back in the hutch critically for Nepal. Slower ball, great skills. You have to say, Nandan Yadav has not been perfect in this tournament, but he has shown throughout as to why he's rated so highly by Stuart Law.
He mixes his pace this time around with the off-cutter that he bowled. The ball not bouncing as much as the batsman expected. Kaleem yet to open his account, whereas Aryan Best already on 2 of 2. It's turning out to be a long over from Yadav.
I told a few wides. It's been maybe the one weak point in this series. His good stuff has been very good. As Lokesh Bam, he has the gloves on, he feels well at backward points. Nepal hunting like tigers in a pack out there. All the 2s on the board. Richie Benno would have a wry smile on his face up in heaven. 22 could see. Nepal under his broad wing. He's one of the great modern commentators alongside Michael Atherton and so many others. It was very special, wasn't it, to have Bish with us in the box for that Unity Cup in Sharjah for that?
Yes, it was very special when we really Bishop, one of the great commentators in the modern era.
Very kind man as well, very conscientious.
Very, very kind, humble, gentle.
Some shift of work, I'll tell you, in terms of preparation for every single one of these Nepal players inside an eggs. And he was kind and generous to us in terms of his knowledge about the West Indies team too. And then, just like that, as is the modern merry-go-round, the very next morning he looked to fly out to go and cover India's Test series against the West Indies. From his perspective, he'll be disappointed, but I think he was proud of the way in which Sean Campbell and Shea Hope stood up in the second innings of that final test. And just like that, straight off to the Women's World Cup. Most in-demand commentator in the world, and you can understand why. Really added to that Unity Cup, I felt. Since Drillen beats Irie cover, so they'll get home with a single. Bisht and Kaleem, what's their approach here? Pressure's being applied. Cammy bowling 3 on the bounce in the power play.
He's been bowling well with the new ball in this tournament. The only game that he was not up to his mark was the game against Qatar. 4 overs initially, made only 20 runs.
Someone just tweeted me saying that cricket badge. Imagine you asked Sampar Kani after the game and he said it was a tribute to Haaland rather than Lord Buddha. Just shy of presume that refers to Haaland, the Man City. I'm not a big football man, but I know what's his name. Haaland. What's his first name? The Man City forward. Erling Haaland, is it? Not a big football man myself, but actually, do you like your football?
Yes, I do. I go to every English Premier League matches, especially Chelsea.
Oh, you like Chelsea? Okay. So he obviously Erling Haaland does the Buddha celebration himself. Gonna run a quick single. Daniel Lamb won't be able to cut that off. He's very well judged. And apparently he started it at Borussia Dortmund, the Zen celebration. And Lord Buddha did it better. But then again, I'm a bit biased towards the cricketers in general over the footballers. Those footballers take too much money for it.
Somehow, Kami, he has different celebrations. Sometimes he takes off his boots.
Do you remember that one? He took the boot off and made a phone call. Loves the chainsaw as well. Chainsaw, exactly. Oh, good pace here. Just getting to skid on. These pitches in. Oh man, they've really suited Sampal Kami. That's why he's held the sway over his great pal Karen KC, who's yet to play in this tournament.
Yeah, Karen KC, great servant of the game in the ball. Then to be able to experience unless the guy in the side hasn't got a match.
As happy as anyone, seeing it from the business. As a bit of a foot race with Lokesh Bam, but Bam is always going to win it. Pick up a couple. Really good start from Sampal Kami. He's been very difficult to get away. He's got 1 for 13. O'Manor 27 for 2.
Laksha Ane, energy A. Energy on a go, red ball. English Premier League production प्रसारण केवल कान्तिपुर मैक्स एचडी र कान्तिपुर मैक्सको एपमा हेर्न नचुकाउनुहोला.
There's his right arm off breaks. He's been exceptional, hasn't he? His fielding and his bowling. Okay, he hasn't got the weight of runs I think he would have liked. But they've been worth their weight in gold, the dismissals that he has made. And he's probably bowling the best he's ever bowled. Run out chance, direct it! It's 5 and 5! No one's ever done it before. It's the one and only Dipendra Singh Irie.
Second one off his own bowling. 5 and 5, like you said, Lenny. He's a master in the league.
I think it's a world record. It has to be now. Nobody's done it before. And for me, Qureshi is simply the best fielder in the world. 5 run-outs, 5 consecutive games, all of them direct hits. 2 off his own bowling. And look at this. He becomes the 12th fielder. Look at the speed, the pickup, and the quickness of the release. Kaleem just watched and said, please no, please don't hit. But he's been run out by a country mile. I'm only surprised the somersault didn't come out. It's another one. Amir Kaleem's got to go for 1. Oh man, in trouble. 27 for 3.
नेपाल टपको विकल्प छैन. आजको जमानाको भरपर्दो उपाय. नेपाल टप सबले खान्छ.
Laksha Ane, energy A. Energy on a go, red ball.
5 consecutive direct hit run-outs. And 1 name as an inside edge saves. Aryan Bisht, Mohammeduddin, the new man to the crease. That 1 name is 3 words. It's Dipendra Singh Irie.
What a cricketer, what a fielder he is.
Qureshi, I've never seen a better fielder. We had a bit of talk about this with Ian Bishop and Carlos Brathwaite, didn't we, during the Indy Cup? But Brathwaite himself said, well, I played with the guy at the GT20. Lenny, being honest, I laughed at you when you said it 2 years ago at the qualifier. But then when I saw it up close and personal, it's the speed and the dexterity allied with, well, his natural God-given gifts. He's low to the ground. As a consequence, alongside those fast twitch fiber muscles that he has, he's able to release the ball so quickly. So he makes ludicrous ground to the ball, and then he releases it in a flash. That one, by his standards, he'll have felt as though it was easy, but it was again a world-class effort.
It was, and very good over from Henderson Ray. A wicket and just a single in the first 5 deliveries by both. Sixth over, last over of the power play. Very important over.
Slug sweep. Goes into the leg side, just a single. Well, Nepal have grabbed a hold of this game in the power play. And again, it's because of the fielding. The bowling's gone well too. End of the sixth, 29 for 3. Let's get a look at the best of the power play.
Again, the power play belonging to Nepal taking 3 wickets. Japinder Singh was a bit tingle away with his injury. The hamstring nail that he had. Couldn't run. 2 big sixes for him and then got out. This one's a good shot by the batter there inside out, playing over. Kushal Patel, the catch taker of Nandan Yadav, and lastly, Deependrajit Singh of his own bowling creates the 5th direct hit run out in 5 matches.
It's just different gravy, different level, different quality, and the whole world is going to. Announced by ICC. As he has a change of ends from where he's bowled throughout the tournament. Pedal slightly fumbled, but it doesn't cost the single. Got the new style, the headband on, and after what was, well, we don't quite know exactly what happened last month. A strange old month, obviously for so many reasons. A tragic month for Nepal, but Ramachani, who didn't play any of the 3 games against the West Indies, bounced back with a bang. No single there to Irie, and that was maybe his best ever spell in T20 international cricket 2 days ago that has helped Nepal qualify for the World Cup.
Yeah, his best because that was a googly ball by Sandeep Ramachani. Comes after the power play, 7th over.
Yeah, it's a very difficult position for Mohammed Nadeem. He's a living legend of the game here in Oman. There's no doubt about that. Debuted at the age of 31. Had retired, of course, and gone heavily into coaching. Was regularly looking after the kids and the younger players in the indoor centre here at the Oman Cricket Academy, and very happy to be doing so. And then with the player turnover, Juliet Mendes went back to one of his main men and said, Nadeem boy, I know you're 42 at this stage, but I need you back. And he's come back and had really good success. For me, he's often underused with the ball. He always delivers well with the ball. Generally being in good form with the bats. Scores of 36, 21, 28 and 14 in recent times. But he doesn't do it particularly quickly in terms of his strike rate. So as a consequence, dot balls here are going to really start to escalate that scoreboard pressure, Paresh.
It is only 2 runs of this over so far. Sandeep Ramachani fixing space, bowling a bit quicker, back of the length. Bowling those boogies, then he bowls to the right-hander. This time around, quicker one again. The end of 7, Oman 31 3.
100% pure sunflower butter Banico. Bhara Health Refined Sunflower Oil.
Special celebrations like Sunday Special Morning, Southern KFC.
यति कार्पेट किन्दा कार्पेटको पछाडि यतिको लोगो हुन नबिर्सनुहोला। यति कार्पेट, कार्पेटको शहंशाह।
ऊर्जा बुकिङ पनि सेवा बाटो
प्राइम बुलेटबाट बनेको हरेक निर्माण तपाईँ
does well. Saves 2 runs in the deep and a good arm to go alongside it. Opportunity for Mala to get into the game and impact it. Talk about legacy, Mohammed Nadeem's importance for Oman in international cricket. There's every chance, particularly with the form of Sampal Kami as Mala, shows a great spirit of cricket to tie Bish's shoelace for him. Kami could become the first Nepali cricketer to represent Nepal in 3 World Cups.
Yes, again, the first one in 2014, he was a young fellow, 17 or 18 years of age.
That would be an incredible achievement, wouldn't it, for Sampal Kami?
Yes, it would be named 3 World Cups for the country.
Yeah, for me, Kami's legacy, a young kid, a greenhorn really fresh, wasn't he, back in 2014 with all the legends, Vasanta Rekmi, Paris Kadka. Shakti Gaichan, of course, his celebrations lit up the tournament in the preliminary stages. Even though he's only in and around 30, he'll be a bit of a veteran of this team, won't he? One of the most experienced goalies in the squad that could go to India and Sri Lanka. Obviously, he's got to stay fit. You'd imagine he'll be one of the first names in the squad if Nepal, all going well, get placed down in India or Sri Lanka, wherever they go. Karen KC, the same. And by Rohit Paudel, it's a pretty settled squad. There's probably question marks over, I don't know, maybe a handful, 3 or 4 of the squad in terms of really the bench players who might come in and out. But you would imagine it might be a pretty similar squad to the one we have here that would go to the World Cup. 37 for 3 after 8s.
Lakshani, energy 8. Energy on it, red ball.
In terms of prep build-up, whether that be December or January, as we see the 5 bowlers used thus far, Ramachandran will bowl his second. I think someone like a Bashir Ahmed might be able to state his case, put a bit of pressure on a Kushal Mala.
Yeah, it all depends. Because Bashir Ahmed also falls to that down over the top. That's left-handed.
Wish Vivek Yadav well in his recovery as well. He's in for surgery reasonably recently. I'm not sure he'll be back and fit in time. Somebody like some of the great servants, Bandari or Avinash Mahara, they'd have to have a very good Nepal Premier League to force their way back into the mix.
Yeah, there's one Kamal Singh He's also there.
Absolutely, he's a good shade, absolutely. And Rashid Khan too. Okay, this goes miles up. It's going to take a lot of catching, this one. It hangs in the night sky for an eternity. But Ari Sheikh, the sub-fielder, I think he's just come on. He's been on for a ball, and he's had to take an absolute hanger. It almost went to the moon and back. Ramachandran's in the wickets again. It's all going Nepal's way. They're seeking revenge from that defeat 2 years ago in the final, and looking very good.
That was a leg spinner. That is why it got the outside edge. I made it look so simple.
I need a bit of a turn to the bench. He goes, that's why I'm the sub-fielder. Get me on. Let me make an impact. Fish has got to go. Looking for the big hits. He's been caught in the deep for 11. Oh, man.
नेपालको विकल्प छैन आजको जमानाको भरपर्दो उपाय नेपाल सब ठिकठाक लक्ष्य अनि एनर्जी 8 एनर्जी भनेकै रेड बल
भन्दा कार्पेटको पछाडि यतिको लोगो हेर्न नबिर्सनुहोला यति कार्पेट कार्पेटको शहंशाह
English Premier League for production प्रसारण Global Capital Max LP The Capital Max for Arsenal हेर्न नछुटाउनुहोला
with a defender and you can strike the ball nicely get a bit of big ball at number 6 Nadeem Khan. Remarkably, it's only his 5th innings in T20 international cricket. He's batting in 40-foot positions now. Once at number 3, twice at number 7, including where he made that 39 out, and once at number 9. Slip in place. Samachani is going to concede a single because Arif Sheikh, who took that great catch, got a bit carried away and conceded the easiest of misfields to allow Khan to get off the mark.
You don't see that kind of a misfield by the 5 players, because Ali Sheikh is also a very good player.
He just can't get anything going, 25 off 12. Acquired run rate is heading only one direction. Double figures and north of that. It's pretty hard ball.
Scratch because Sunday Lamishani a class act. It's coming off with a 5 with a call.
Second of his career. Irie again. Oh, he slips and he fumbles. It might have been 6 and 5. Look at the reaction from Asif Sheikh. He thought it was the game on for another one. He's going to look at this again. Which end was he going to go? He probably could have run out either batter here.
He was again very quick to the ball. And it's Irie just misses the ball completely.
Great reaction. Great reaction. He's had the most sublime fielding performance throughout the tournament. Everyone's fallible, a rare mistake. That one so nearly kisses the off stump, but very sharply spun and flatly bowled, googly. It's a wicket and 3 runs from the over. 9 have been bowled. Nepal in complete control on that. 40.
यति कार्पेट भन्दा कार्पेटको पछाडि यतिको लोगो हेर्न नबिर्सनुहोला यति कार्पेट कार्पेटको शहंशाह
I don't see any batters falling in this tournament.
Consistently, Vinayak Shukla's having innings. We've seen Nadeem Khan have an innings. Kind of being one-off performances rather than really consistent run accumulation as Gulshan Jad comes in for his first ball of the night. We might see Rohit Cowdle circle right the way through the team here. Everyone could be given a trundle. Kushal Patel hasn't bowled as much as we thought he would here in this competition.
He might get a ball today, which I put him the second best striker he has in terms of wickets.
Slight break in play. Umpires just preparing for the drinks break at the end of this over. The signal's going on as such. Irie again. Oh, near direct hit. I think he might have been home this time. Yeah, he's created a chance out of nothing.
Back is still taking runs off the bench.
Well, it's really just panic, isn't it? It's a case of necessity. Don't want to take on this single. He goes straight away and he's pretty quick. I wonder, would he have been home? Just wonder, side-on replay as to how close it would have been. Would have been very difficult for the umpire to give. A reminder, of course, no decisions at this level on any of the pathway events go up to the third umpire. So consistency across all of the events, all the pathways for men's and women's World Cups. Really close though, Fresh. Got him.
misses the top of off, and he wheels away in celebration. The promotion up the order for Nadim Khan. It doesn't work. And maybe he would have been run out from the previous ball. I don't think he quite would have been given. But Gulshan Jah, he has an impact with the ball tonight. Good delivery, back of a length, hits the top of off. And now it's 5 down. Nepal are surely cantering home to what will be a big victory. They'll stay unbeaten unless something changes.
Of course, hit it on, and it was nothing short by Nadim Khan to strike, put that ball in the face of the straight back. Skips through.
Good delivery, isn't it? Very difficult to play that. Jah, he is up and about. Big celebrations for him. And Nepal, they're closing in on celebrating their World Cup qualification.
नेपाल टपको विकल्प छैन आजको जमानाको भरपर्दो पाइ नेपाल टप सबकै टप
लक्ष्य अनि एनर्जी ए एनर्जी भनेकै रेड बल
Red Bull presents playing World Cup qualifier नेपालको विश्वकप यात्रा powered by Jam Extra Long Range Basmati Rice, Bajaj Pulsar, and Ketchup Potato Noodles.
लक्ष्य अनि एनर्जी ए एनर्जी भनेकै रेड बल
भाग्यले जहिले साथ दिएन या नदिएला तर विश्ववालाई दिएले यति काफे खेल्दा कार्पेटको पछाडि यतिको लोगो हेर्न नबिर्सनु होला यति काफे कार्पेटको शहंशाह 100% pure sunflower butter बनेको Bhara Health Refined Sunflower Oil. यति काफे खेल्दा कार्पेटको पछाडि यतिको लोगो हेर्न नबिर्सनु होला यति काफे कार्पेटको शहंशाह
Unbeaten. They do win tonight and they're in a very strong position. They would just need to beat the lowest ranked side in the entire competition. All the 9 sides that entered in Samoa make it the most perfect of weeks. 6 games and 6 wins, and it'll be heading to India and Sri Lanka in some style. Vinayak Chukla's had a good tournament. He comes to the crease at number 7. Irene Hare's in again. Wild throw. Even the most audacious of runouts now. Andrew Leonard here alongside Paresh Lahani. Paresh, last time I'll be with you. Get back home to Nepal tomorrow and won't be here for the final 2 days. Are you telling me your job is done? You've been here to see Nepal qualify? That'll do this.
That is why I think I was called upon to win. Get involved. Qualified. I think in Oman, Nepal, without a loss. They one team would definitely they look some
Surprised by how this contest has gone. Here's the surface. Not that one could find a little bit shy of what Nepal should have got, particularly after that open first in and as in shape. They dominated in the second innings. Down in the Doom just can't get anything going. And it's off the 17. And you just wonder, was it an inspired piece of coaching? Maybe for his team didn't know that this, in essence, this was a game. It didn't matter whether they won or they lost. Maybe 2-0 just kept them boys focused. Get to the end of the 10th, 43-5.
लक्ष्य अनि एनर्जी
careful not to do. 9 runs required, it was 10 overs to get there. Nadeem is in, not really making threats. The boundary yet, it's a difficult position. Marlow doing their very best here. They've probably saved their best fielding bowling performance in this grand stage, this celebratory stage this evening. Just think of what this will mean across the country, the far west, all the way east to Pokhara, to the Kathmandu Valley, and all in between. In Nepal, this is the most beautiful cerebral joy that society are giving them after the most difficult of months last month. Don't forget the headlines for all the wrong reasons, tragedies, the markers that were lost, heroes now on the cricket field paying tribute to them. It's going to be an emotional journey for Ash, isn't it, to India and to Sri Lanka. There's every chance these young men in Nepal will do something very special there. They have done something special. First of all, winning the West Indies. Secondly, winning 25 before. Back-to-back T20 World Cups. So a great post this morning on social media saying that there's only 2 players in the side that aren't Gen Z, if you will, by the definition of 28 or less. Karen Tracy and Sampal Khan. Everyone else is a product of that generation. Never changed back home. Obviously, it happened in a way nobody would ever want anyone to do until now. With those markers on, it's horrendous for 10 days that nobody will ever forget. But brighter future ahead. I think this cricket team is going to be a big part of that rebuild of the country. And the story of them journeying to India is about so much more than just cricket. It is a culture now for cricket team. 11 women's high school. All women, 45 to get going now. If they want to win this match, if they want to secure the first position in the table.
100% pure sunflower butter Barnacle. Bhara Health Refined Sunflower Oil. Good job for flow. Obligation is rock. Expensive extra oil today. What a spa. Good job for flow. Bye, your star.
Jab returns. And he's heaved away into the leg side. More like it. Mohammed Nadeem. Well, he's been one of the greatest servants in the history, the short cricketing history of Oman. He'll keep fighting. A bit of icy silence around Nepal's fans as Nadeem gets 6.
Pulled off the front foot. Nice connection. Down to deep backward square leg. He played 21 balls before this and has only 11 runs. That shows how good the bowling attack is.
Put down, not easy. Not easy at all for Asif Sheikh. And maybe actually the first error he's really made with the gloves across the entire tournament. I think Nadeem was trying to guide it down to deep third, but the extra bounce from Jazz surprised him. And Asif Sheikh was unable to hang on to what was a very tough chance.
He flew off the edge of the bat. It's good that he got his gloves to it, otherwise the ball was racing towards the boundary. Say 2 runs for his team. Say that it's a rough chance, but I say it's safe 2 runs.
Really hope for Oman as well, for Ashton. They have a more successful World Cup with this new crop of players. In many ways, they have more potential. Imagine that bowling attack is going to cause plenty of problems, whether they're placed in Sri Lanka or India, as it's a well-judged 2 by Mohammed Nadeem. The question will be, are they going to find a consistency of their batting to win games against higher ranked opposition? We saw them push India ever so brilliantly in the Asia Cup. Yet within touching distance of the most formidable of cricketing opponents. Where's the consistent run scoring coming from outside of Jatinder Singh? I think Dilip Endis thinks a lot of Hamid Mirza. I think he's found a very good keeper batter in Vinayak Shukla. If they've got to chase 160 plus somewhere in Sri Lanka or India, can they do it? And they'll have to practice accordingly, do some match practice scenarios. The captain, Vinayak Shukla, the inning that he played of 44, not out. That was a good innings, almost 200 in strike rate then. Muhammad Mirza, Muhammad Nadeem, the senior most guy in the squad. Trickle down the corner, but not quite in the middle of the bat, so Ramachan dives to keep it to single more like it though. The Dailies showing some fight will actually be given as a leg ball. The score is agreed with us. 59 to 5 in the 12th over. 8 overs remaining after this. 52 more required. Mohammad Nadeem or Vinayak Shukla, one of them. That is impactful. Atlas rolling now. Overs remain. Oman are left with it all to do. Maybe something of a 6-wicket partnership there, 60 for 5.
Lakshani, energy 8, energy money base, red ball. प्रदेश तथा विदेश में आगमन करने शिक्षा को संपूर्ण खर्च को जिम्मेवारी लिन्छ आईएमई लाइफ इंश्योरेंस ने।
आईएमई लाइफ बाल किरण जीवन बीमा योजना।
अब ओझापुटी पनि सेवा बाँड्दै छ।
यति कार्पेट किन्दा कार्पेटको पछाडि यतिको लोगो हेर्न नबिर्सनुहोला। यति कार्पेट, कार्पेटको शहंशाह। For Oman, Mohammad Nadeem 21 of 26, 11.5 runs per over required by Oman to win this game. Kushal Bhutte. As I smooth this, rolling through his bowling options, throw a pedal. Strikes right on the money. Very different kind of leg spinner to Sandeep Ramachandran, but Monty Desai, who first kind of uncovered Patel's potential as a leg spinner. Big unorthodox, no doubt about that. And his standards in terms of his threat and wicket-taking exploits hasn't had the best tournament with the ball, but he's been brilliant with the bat, and that's probably more important for Nepal of his two skills. Yes, 2 pictures in tournament so far, and 38 runs, 124. He's been amongst the runs run getter in the tournament for Nepal. Second overall, it's fine. Alishan Sharaf, who is really been close to solely responsible for keeping UAE in it. The heartbreaking results today with East Asia Pacific region. Japan lost a big toss this morning, got a decent total on the board, and then a 5 wides in the final over ended up being critical as we saw a 5th consecutive thriller go right the way to the final over. That's left Japan, meaning that they only have 1 way still in. They're going to have to beat the UAE and maybe beat them by a margin. This one puts into the pad, angling down though, getting themselves in trouble. It's quicker through the air, Kushan Bhutte, not a normal leg spinner like Watson, on the Chinese. He has that cool feel that was an authentic quicker through the air. It's the leg break, to be honest. I think it was close as well. Swept straight to the man who doesn't quite get there. Sampal Kami went for the catch. Don't know if he got his fingers underneath the ball. And it could easily have been the 6th wicket. Instead, the Dean is alive. Second one.
like the inside still. Drag down Bertel, not punish. Only 4 for the over. It's not one on need. Nadeem has got more than anyone in the innings, but not necessarily threatening Nepal. 13 points. Ocean Jack. Oh, his third. I think you could see Noah Powell really bring through all of his options here. Could be here you see 10 bowlers. Remember, there's no Jora tonight. Everyone else bowls.
We haven't seen Mohammad Abdul Alam yet coming to bowl. 4 wickets in the second game against West Indies.
No Noah Powell either. Zero for the second bowl.
Lokesh from
Oh,
some off
Lokesh,
spinners.
yes. Well, he's not going to bowl. Sliced away, very fine and fine enough to get to the rope. Chuckle's been a bit becalm to start his innings, but he finds a first boundary. A little bit of fortune. His job misses the Yorker and is sliced away for 4.
Attempted Yorker by Putinja ends up with a full toss, edged away by the batsman. Vinay Shukla. They need plenty of full to get closer to the target. And just having a chat with Putinja.
Nice to see Joshin Jha back bowling. That'll be one of the big boosts and big stories for Stuart Law from this tournament. I told you at the start of the event, he really wasn't far away, that we saw him bowl after the conclusion of that first game, a comfortable win over Kuwait. You think of his prowess with his batting, which is probably his more primary trait in recent times. Slip into the fact that he's the rarest of things for Nepal. He's over 6 foot tall, has a yard of pace. This should be very favourable about Jazz bowling back in 2023 in the qualifier. Good to see him back. Barely bowled at all down in the top end. T20 didn't bowl in the Union Cup. And a big part of things, particularly that spell against Japan. Out into the leg side, goes a long way up. Can Powell go back? Yes, he can. Inches, only inches inside the rope. And he says, yes, umpire, that one's out. The captain will take the catch. Mohammed Nadeem, well, he fought as ably as he could, thanks to a very well judged catch right on the rope, just inches inside the rope. It will be the 6th wicket to fall.
Very well judged catch by the captain going for there. Went under the ball, stable himself. Inches inside the rope. Look at him, look at his feet and the rope. He just signals soft falling from his fingers. Fire, gets out.
Well, he can do it all. Can't see the captain of Nepal. Very well judged catch. Credit to Nadeem. He's been the top scorer, but we'll get 25 and no more.
नेपालको विकल्प छैन आजको जमानाको भरपर्दो उपाय नेपाल सबैका लक्ष्य अनि एनर्जी एनर्जी भनेकै रेड बल
English Premier League को प्रत्यक्ष प्रसारण केवल कान्तिपुर म्याक्स एचडी र कान्तिपुर म्याक्सको एपमा हेर्न नचुकाउनुहोला.
Which Nepal failed to do last time around, which Oman failed to do last time around. Both came very close. Oman lost the game by a run, and Oman couldn't have been any closer. They tied a game against Namibia before losing the Super Over. Oh, it's another. Ramanandi is gone first ball. Gulshan Jazz on a hat-trick. On this game, it could end in a hurry.
There's again the back of the left foot by Gulshan Jazz. Tried to pull that Ramanandi, got the inside edge, got to the stumps. 2 wickets and 2 balls. Gulshan Jazz, 3 for 20 wins to third. Oman in trouble, 7 to 7.
Could this media centre might just be jumping up and down alongside those Nepal fans who are loving every second. We've already seen 2 hat-tricks in this tournament. We saw the most recent one in the last game. Can we make it a third? It was the first ever hat-trick in T20I cricket for Mohammad Farooq.
नेपाल टपको विकल्प छैन आजको जमानाको भरपर्दो पाइ नेपाल टप सब ठिकठाक लक्ष्य अनि एनर्जी ए एनर्जी भनेकै रेड बल
अब ऊर्जा बुकिङ पनि सेवामा
accurate ball stump to stump unless I hit kind of delivery.
It's the one in history in Nepal. That was the great Karim KC against Papua New Guinea back in 2022. Can Gulshan Jazz add his name to that list and make it the 78th in men's T20I history? Bring another catcher in to slip a backward point that's almost more of a gully. Iree can't be more than 15 yards from the bat at extra cover. The vice captain's imploring Sampal Kami to get closer at mid-wicket. Here we go, hat-trick ball. Not to be tonight for Gulshan Jazz. It's 70%.
लक्ष्य अनि एनर्जी ए एनर्जी भनेकै रेड बल
अब ऊर्जा बुकिङ पनि सेवामा
Find that out in the coming weeks from the ICC. As this one goes up and away, it's a big hit. Shukla has power to burn, and he got that right into his hitting arc. Probably was a slog sweep he was looking for over long on, but it skewed a bit, many a mile over long on.
It was flat batted by Vinay Shukla. Trying to hit it across the line, but hit it straight.
Line with you now, and goes to Judy down the leg side of your wide. I think the reason that that's gone over long off, I think it was the leg break from Sandy Ramachani. Just that those revs on the ball, a little bit late on the shots, have skewed it down the ground. Not exactly where he wanted it. It's so much power, Shukla. Too many a mile. A few big sixes tonight, one bigger than that Gulshan Jazz hit. Ramachani's right on the money. His return to form after not playing the Indian Cup should a big boost too this year at all.
It had different fans back home around the world.
There might be a little bit of a case as well. Sorry, it's tactically again. You know, they get on for the single. Might be a case that Ramachani would love a draw in India, and maybe feels as though there's a bit of unfinished business in terms of his IPL career there. He could get back to that level. He wouldn't. In tournaments, who knows? Maybe he'll be signed by one of those 10 franchise sides again. Shukla alongside Singh would be a rare high point for Oman's batting. That one gets somehow evades the off stump scores of 51 not out to warm up against Kuwait's deficiencies when they had 2 match series they played, then 48 against Papua New Guinea, 30 not out against Qatar. It was such an important innings. Desperately need that, and he was also not out to play against UAE. He's got to 17 tonight. Probably won't be enough to take the win, but at least someone showing some form at the back row, man.
It was about getting the very tender, not 100% fit, opening the batting.
And what a stop again. It's that man once more. Tapendra Singh Airi. 3 more runs saved. A single to close out the 15. 79%.
Pure sunflower butter Barnacle. Bhara Health Refined Sunflower Oil.
Ultima Projects.
Internationally recognized Margaret.
Search for the 4th wicket. Wasn't a hat-trick a little while ago. Which is outside leg, a long way outside leg, so that can't be given out. Nepal's best performance of the tournament, this one, Paresh, despite the wobble with the bats in the first innings.
They had a good start. The power play belonged to Nepal, and after that, Mohammad Nadeem coming to ball, and then 4 wickets.
Nadeem Khan.
For Nadeem Khan, that turned the game around. But at the end, the Gulchandja, like always, back-to-back sixes, getting the momentum into the team. Good bowling, short ball into the wicket. And even when Nepal came to go in the second innings, good opening spell by Sompal Kani and Naman Yadav. Gulchandja 3 for 20 in his 4th. And the Glani Chani taking a wicket also. A brilliant run out again by Tapendra Singh Airi.
The value of those run-outs, the 5 directed run-outs in those 5 matches. This is driven very elegantly by Sufyan Mahmood, who we haven't even mentioned yet, gets to the crease. Such a fine batter, isn't he? A handy asset to come all the way down at number 9. That was one of the shots of the day for me.
Yes, played on the arm. Hit straight. The umpire had to take Reed's action there.
Probably a bit low on the order for my liking, Sufyan Mahmood. He's initially listed number 7. He's a better batter than Chitin Kumar Ramanandi, you would imagine. There's a bit of niggle, remember, because it was the send-off from Sufyan Mahmood to Gulchandja that caused all the controversy. And again, I just wonder if somebody had a word here with Mahmood after that boundary. Bit of spice out there. Despite Nepal coasting. I think Jha would love the wicket. He desperately wants the wicket of Sufyan Mahmood.
Well, actually, I think Asif Sheikh there is trying to do something.
I suppose standing up for his teammates. It was pretty clear. We don't have the benefit of the stump mics or really up in a central commentary box with the noise of the fans. So we have no idea what was said, but it was clear from what the umpire's actions were that Sufyan Mahmood had possibly gone past the line. He was given a long talking to by the 2 standing umpires. Jha wants a bit of revenge. Not going to get it in this spell as Mahmood gets a single non-striker's end. You'd be pleased with where Nepal have taken their levels to tonight, Paresh? Has this been their best performance? You suspect so?
Yeah, this has been Nepal's best performance in this tournament. Started off well with the bat. Had a bit of a niggle in the middle overs. Some players played very good knockout, 60-odd runs. Gulchandja, the second 6 was the biggest one.
Yeah, they were crucial. Slower ball pumped down the ground. That's going to go for 6. Nearly comes up into our commentary box. I was about to dive for cover and guard you, Paresh, but I've got you, buddy. Don't worry. It's a big hit to round out Jha's spell. He'll finish with 3 for 31. Oh man, 90 for 7. Oh, the perfect straight 6, wasn't it? What a hit.
Here we go, have a look. Look at how close this got up to the commentary box. We're just there. And look at Paresh, he was about to duck recover. It's okay, buddy. No harm done.
Laksha Ane, Energy 8. Energy Honeku, Red Bull.
Questo Pustalai, Payane Jyoti, Jinnatilai Ordinary Vato, Extraordinary Mononi, Odete.
An upgrade. This building came in place for the T20 World Cup. It was about 4,000 seats. It surrounded the ground. And there we are. Come on, Paresh. Everyone's been watching. Stand up and give them a wave. There we are, Paresh. Here last night. Lovely to be with you. I don't know who's in the background. Someone's getting in the way. I don't know who that is back there. But guys, it's been great to have you. And we've loved every second. Namaste to everyone. Right the way around the world. I want to thank you so much. And also the cameraman at the top. It's that innocent up there. Might be innocent up above us. Done a brilliant job. All the crew, David and Innocent, and everyone. Thanks to them for bringing these pictures around the world. Nandan Yadav comes into the attack. Here's all his final two here, you'd imagine. What is it that Stuart Law would be frustrated with in this campaign? Is it the return of the cardiac kids, bringing that drama, that manic, that chaos nature to their cricket?
He shouldn't be frustrated because the team won in a close game. 25 for the World Cup next year.
I think there will be. He's quite a perfectionist, Stuart Law. He's obviously got that elite Australian winning mentality. I think that's why he's been such a good fit to take over from Monty Desai. He's obviously still much missed. He stays very much in contact with the team. He's seen him sending plenty of messages throughout this competition. For me, I don't think they've been at their best, I'll be honest. I think they've played poorly in phases. I think their batting is not having consistency or the run accumulation that they maybe should have. They've clearly got a problem in the middle order in terms of not necessarily knowing where Kumala and Sandeep Jora fit in alongside Irie and Ja. Most of the consistencies come. Howdle, nearly creates one with the non-strikers then. Most of the consistencies come at the top, hasn't it, from Bertel and Shape. But I think their fielding in particular has been the best I've ever seen across the whole tournament. The bowling, most of the time, has been good enough. Although they've had 2 or 3 lulls, particularly against Qatar and against the UAE and Japan, in fact, actually. So there are improvements, significant improvements that can be made. But the fact that we're maybe critiquing them fresh and they may go 6 games unbeaten speaks volumes about the expectations there.
Yes, that is very true, Lenny. They have been much better team. For the other matches, talking about Japan, they were 97 to 1. The 13 over against
I think it was even 12, yeah. They were cruising. Should have got 160, 165 and 7.
the game against Qatar.
Well, I still don't know how Nepal won that. The game was over. It was. If we had the win, the prediction calculator, it would have been 98% Qatar. We needed less than 1 ball with 9 wickets in hand.
Yes.
Extraordinary, a staggering comeback. But I suppose that's a great sign, isn't it? That's a sign that the team has gears and levels it can go to. In the conditions, let's say they get placed in India, could Nepal challenge big name test nations in their group?
It might get that challenge. They have challenged South Africa in the last T20 World Cup, losing the game by 1 run. This was Gulshan Jha who was at the crease.
I suppose that particular surface, St. Vincent, really played to the strength of Nepal's spinners, didn't it? Bertel was the hero with 4 wickets. Namashani was close to unplayable, very economical. Henderson Irie was very good that evening too. I think the addition of Nandan Yadav, remember he wasn't in that T20 World Cup squad in 2024, and this is meant as no disrespect to Karen Casey, who's a legend. You gotta have that extra yard of pace. He's a real boost, a real addition, as there's smiles all around the Nepal midfield. It's 94%.
He has done his job, but I don't know.
When in fact he's out of the field.
Hmm.
This one's picked up a long way. Oh, that's an almighty strike. As Vinayak Shukla are just giving Oman something to cheer here right at the death. The 100 comes up in the 18th over. Is it going to be too little too late? Or are we going to see another extraordinary fight back?
He is not over yet for Oman. He can still get these runs if they get sixes like this.
There'll be plenty more up to 2 off 17's the equation. I would have been tempted to go with Irie for this over, just really ruthlessly close it out. It tended to come a bit house on this evening. Maybe Kevin with some of these spinners a tiny bit. Cammy will go round the wicket now. What can Chuckle do? Can he give us a late rattle here? Can he get Oman into some kind of a position? Feels like a bit of help. It's been a case throughout the evening, isn't it? Any set batter hasn't really got the support they've needed. Bertel didn't get it in the first innings, and now Shukla's failing to find a willing ally at the other end from anyone.
Yet another good knock by Chukla, 21 of 17, 32 of 18. Sufyan Mahmood, 8 of 12. This is from Barman's last over. 4 pretty runs in the new ball.
Picked away for single. I'd like to see Shukla just really go hell for leather at these 3 balls. It's 52 and off 15. It's not impossible. To give it a rattle, you've almost got to go bang, bang, bang here this over. 3 boundaries, 6-4-6 or something like that. Just to throw the cat amongst the pigeons. Just to remind us that a T20 is never done.
Not done until the last ball or the last run scored.
Tries to go downtown, doesn't get it. And it's going to be the end of Shukla. Gulshan Jah will take the catch. And now Sampal Kami's got the push-up celebration out. He's running through the routine of them. You cannot blame Vinayak Shukla. He played ever so well. Really the lone stand with the bats alongside Mohammad Nadeem for Oman. He's now got to go. And Nepal 2 good balls away from staying perfect and celebrating that World Cup qualification in real style.
Coming around the wicket and leaving the ball away from the right-hander. Easy catch to Gulshan Jah. Look at him celebrate. And push-ups comes out from Balkani. After a good cameo, Shukla has to depart for 30 of 19. Oman 102 for 8.
नेपाल टॉपको विकल्प छैन आजको जमानाको भरपर्दो पाइ नेपाल टॉप सबले खान्छ लक्ष्य अनि एनर्जी एनर्जी भनेकै रेड बल नेपाल an internationally recognized venue यति कार्पेटको दाम कार्पेटको पछाडि यतिको लोगो हेर्न नबिर्सनुहोला यति कार्पेट कार्पेटको सेन्सा
English Premier League को प्रत्यक्ष प्रसारण केवल Vancouver Max FC र Vancouver Max को एपमा हेर्न
He's in at number 10. Sampal Kami has a second. Another third next to his name. Fourth if he could. With the hole. And Kami. Paresh, Oman just blown away in the second innings here. They were trying to keep their job in the first.
Yeah, they did after a good opening stand by Nepal. Taking 4 quick wickets in succession.
the bat, chasing 1-2. I think that had a nigger who was not running well, he was jogging around. With 2 sixes, though.
Away and a diving stop attempted but not effective. It'll be a boundary to silence the Nepal fans who are reaching fever pitch. 18 bowled, 106 for 8. Greatest night for Lakesh Bam, Suresh. It's been a tricky entrance into the competition for him.
Batting at number 9, opening batsman. It's very tricky for a opening batsman to come at number 9.
हरेक लक्ष्य को आखिरी में जोश उत्साह पहला लक्ष्य अनि एनर्जी 8 एनर्जी भनेकै रेड बल
On the strike, 12 balls left. Straight towards a deep mid wicket and taken. Kushal Patel with his trademark kiss of the ball. Nandan Yadav's got 2 for. It's all going Nepal's way, and they've been exceptional this evening. They're going to round out their qualification and celebrate it in real style.
And Nepal has shown dominance of cricket, the way they played. Not to the 100% mark in the earlier matches, but today they've come out and showed that they are well-deserved qualifiers for the World Cup, and even Oman. They played very good cricket throughout. Shakil Ahmed has been barred for 9 or 14. Excuse me, it's Mahmood who has been barred 9 or 14.
नेपाल टपको विकल्प छैन आजको जमानाको भरपर्दो पाइ नेपाल टप सबैका
लक्ष्य अनि एनर्जी 8 एनर्जी भनेकै रेड बल
Special celebrations like Sunday special बनाउने Southern Cross. अब ऊर्जा बुकिङ पनि सेवाबाट
Happy feelings, happy thoughts, and moments that the country will celebrate in unison, all together, in unity. Wouldn't they like to bowl Oman out to finish it off, Paresh?
Shah Faisal, the last batter for Oman, coming in at number 11. Quite great, it's almost 28. I think it's all done and dusted for Oman.
The coin run rate of 27.6. We can take that, Paresh. I fully agree. Nepal have been good value for their victory. They played the hosts who had an excellent tournament. They've really impressed me in the field and with the ball, but just have a few questions with the bat to answer. However these final few balls go, Nepal will deserve this victory. You'd imagine they'll be very confident against Samoa, and it would be just a case of job done, and off they go to India and Sri Lanka.
The credit goes to the head coach, Stuart Law, all the support staff, and the players, the way they've united themselves from the start, from the Unity Cup, beating West Indies 2-1 in the bilateral series.
Sandeep Lalachani just comes up into the ring, or wants to, after be sent back. Maybe fine leg backwards square, people look at all still stay 8s. For Oman, their improvements in the field, very notable. Their bowling attack looks very good. Dilip Mendes will be just looking to find a way with the batting ahead of that World Cup.
Yeah, it's all about Oman's batting, which is seems to be a problem at the moment. No consistency apart from Jabinder Singh. And Vinayak Shukla, who's played a good knocks.
Shukla's had a good tournament, isn't he? I think on the whole, on the balance for Oman, it's been a very good tournament. They've probably just been a bit outskilled this evening. Maybe ended up with a reasonably good toss to win. And deciding to bat first, good pace on offer from Yadav. for Nepal. What will this mean to them, Paresh? The absolute world, I'd imagine.
Yeah, getting qualified for the T20 World Cup back to back. It's a very, very big achievement, not only for the players, for the nation. Where we were going out of sorts, a very big problem that was happening in the last month or so. Getting united, sports is the only one thing that unites everyone.
Just the power of sport, the beauty of sport, and the great day in cricket. Yadav finishes with a slower ball, brilliant bowling. It's another dot, 19 bowled, 7 for 9.
100% pure sunflower butter particle. Bhara Health Refined Sunflower Oil.
English Premier League को प्रदर्शन प्रसारण केवल Canterbury Max FD व Canterbury Max को ऐपमा हेर्न नचुकाउनुहोला।
This is already leading the run scorers or the wicket takers. Just his impact has been sensational. Those 5 run outs, basically impossible to match or equal. And he will surely be the one who'll round things out. A fever pitch has been reached around the ground. This one's clubbed away into the offside. Good diving stop will keep it to a single.
Harry onto his second over. Oh, well, just a single run given away in the first spell.
Inside edge, that could have gone anywhere. Mala will chase after it. Shaquille Ahmed fancies the second. Does just enough to get back. Really good evening. It's been a celebratory evening. It's been one that Nepal's fans have shared with the Oman fans here. It was a fever pitch, probably 500 or 600 in and around the ground. And Paresh, with it being your last night, I want to thank you for all of your thoughts. Great to be with you. He is helped away over the offside. Won't quite get to the boundary as Bertel does the fielding. It's been great to have you with me. I want to wish you a safe journey back home tomorrow. It's always good to see you like that.
Thank you, David. Likewise.
There is the Oman flag flying high still. Okay, Paresh, I'm going to leave the last ball for you. I think we'll see if defender Singhari can find the wicket off the penultimate. Then I get down pitch side. It will be in your hands, my friend. I will see you again, hopefully next month in Kathmandu. Let's see what happens. Oman, well, coming up short. Nepal, they're off to the World Cup. They'll be there with Oman, and they should be top of the table, the men from the Himalayas.
Just a ball remaining now for Nepal. Registered yet another victory in the Super Sixes in this tournament. Full toss, heave away on the left side. There is a protection going forward on the captain. And now they realize that they have qualified for the World Cup, but they had qualified for the World Cup before the game started today. Both Oman and Nepal qualifies for the T20 World Cup next year. India and Sri Lanka. Nepal winning the game by 38 runs, a big margin. Nepal is going to lead the table right on the top. Oman is going to go in the second position, whereas UAE are in the third with 4 points. It's all around good sporting spirit shown by all the players.
Good night, guys. I said bye.
Very well led by the captain, Roy Podell. He marshaled his troops very well throughout the number of games that they played in this
Good
tournament.
night.